Would anybody like to give us a recap of last session for an inspiration point?
We fucked around and found out.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
No, we fucked around and a wolf thing found out.
Became a very quick pinata.
I can do it.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
I think I can do it. So, at the beginning of the last session, we woke up from our evening with the creepy children staring at us around our campfire. We continued our way towards this mansion, and we found it, and we were able to get inside fairly easily, and found that it appeared to be pretty dilapidated. Picked through a bit. We knew the order had already been through there, but they had not been behind the particular locked door that Vana had told us about. So we found a set of stairs that led down to this door, and there was a particularly bloody puzzle that we had to solve that involved our own blood to unlock the door, and a very creepy hand with a mouth on it and like a tongue that came up and sort of swallowed the blood and then unlocked the door. We got in. We found what appears to be some type of laboratory that has, or had rather, some type of experimental creature in it. This looked like a giant wolf rat that had these strange acidic vials all over its body. Through a combination of skill and luck, we defeated it rather handily, and then we were able to find a particular safe in the room, which we're assuming has whatever the order may be looking for inside of it. We were able to crack it, and then we slowly pulled it open. End scene.
Yep, that's where we ended. So you get a point of inspiration that you can use.
Yeah, I get the little sunshine symbol.
You get the sunshine
Yay,
symbol.
sunshine!
So you can use that at any point to change a roll of yours to advantage. And if you
Thank
already
you,
have
Game
advantage,
Master.
double advantage. So that's
Double
gonna be really-
advantage?
yeah, if that's what you want. If it's a high stakes roll.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank
Double,
you, Game
triple,
Master.
quadruple advantage.
Yay. So where you guys ended off, you were opening, you heard the click, and you opened up the safe. And as you guys are doing this, I need both Friedrich and Sheila to make a con saving throw.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, no, that's
Okay,
actually
here we go.
Okay.
Let's
Let's go,
start it off
Friedrich.
strong. Ho! 3.
15 plus 6, 21.
I hide behind Sheila.
Okay, so Sheila, we'll start with yours. You get that really bitter taste that you had when you first came into this building. That awful, disgusting, like suffocating taste and smell as soon as this safe cracks open. You manage to hold it in, and it's not bothering you too badly, but this thing is, like, whatever it is, it's rough. Friedrich, you are going to feel awful. This taste is overwhelming. The bitterness is just taking over all of your senses, almost where your eyesight goes blurry. You feel like your head is about to start exploding, and you actually will take 2 points of poison damage, and you automatically feel like you need to puke. Like, your contents are not going to stay in your stomach. Those rations you had earlier, those are going to be expelled.
2 points.
2
You
points.
say. Okay. I still have some temporary HP. Thank you.
Friedrich,
But-
did you just puke on me?
Yes. And I apologize. And I'm going to go off to the corner of the room and continue my business.
So I was opening the safe and I hear.
Yeah. But Velfi and Ruin, you guys, don't really smell anything or taste anything. So this, whatever they're going through right now, you don't quite understand.
Are you guys okay? Like,
Did Professor
Yeah.
forget his Pepto today?
In the back, you just hear, I'm fine, followed by hurling noises like a, I'm good.
it tastes how a fuck up feels.
Ugh. Ugh.
I'm good.
And I rejoin the group, wiping
Like the
my mouth.
after effects of the fuck up, or just the fuck up in general?
All of
Because
it.
I have felt both of those things.
Just all of it. Just 0 out of 10.
Ugh.
Not a fan.
It's just a bit
What's in the safe?
rank. It's a bit off. But I want to peer over and see if I can see what may have been causing that.
So, Ruin, since you're the one that's opening the safe, you're going to see a flask and it's sealed, but it's black liquid. The black liquid in a sealed flask.
That's the only thing in the safe?
And you will also see a notebook, a leather-bound notebook, but those are the only two things in the safe.
So I'm going to like very carefully grab the flask and pull the flask out and like kind of gingerly set, because there's the desk right next to the safe, right? I'm gonna like set it out on the desk, be like, I don't know if this is what made you all throw up, or if the notebook is a sick notebook.
When Ruin pulls out the flask, it's just constantly that taste is getting worse. So you would be able to tell it's coming directly from whatever that liquid is in that flask.
I'm gonna let the party know whatever's in that flask is not good.
In Ruin, it would feel cold.
Ruin, do you like hold it out towards us, or?
Well, I was like kind of holding it and like kind of like stepping back to like gingerly set it on the desk next to the safe.
I don't want to hold it, but I would like to take a closer look at it. And I pull out a handkerchief and put it over my mouth as I step close to it.
Give me an investigation check or an arcana check.
My choice.
Your choice. If you're looking for magic, arcana. If you're just looking in through a scientific lens, then give me investigation.
If I'm tasting it and I can tell that taste and what I tasted outside is a result of magic, I'm going to go with my instinct on that and do arcana.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Even with the dirty 20, you have never seen anything like this. This is something that even through all of your years of science and life and being in Sydonea, this is something you haven't seen before. It's a deep black and it's thick and it's cold. And it almost looks like pure sludge that it's so thick. This is a kind of magic, even with your studies into something otherworldly, you feel like it might fit into that category, but this is something even you haven't delved into.
What shape? One, is it like a clear glass?
Mm-hmm.
And what shape is the vial?
It's an Erlenmeyer flask, so like the triangles. Very similar to
corked?
it is corked and it's sealed. It's very similar to the vials you saw on the monstrosity y'all just killed. Like that shape. But whatever's in this vial, this flask, is something you've never seen or read about before.
And I would know the difference between an Erlenmeyer flask and a beaker.
Yeah. Honestly, the monster should have had Erlenmeyer flasks and not beakers on him, scientifically speaking.
But he's a monster.
But he's a monster.
Can I attempt to read this notebook that
Yeah.
I probably won't understand that much of?
Yeah. Want to open it?
Yeah. I'm gonna I'm gonna open the notebook away from the flask just in case there's some sort of.
The very first page, you're going to see Cork Burradal.
Work.
Cork
Burradal?
Burradal.
Does that name mean anything to any of us? Would that be a name that we recognize?
Give me a history check. And also, that's Kirrok Birradal.
Well,
Kirrok.
Cork Burradal.
Ruin, did you read that or show it to us?
Yeah. Well,
I rolled
I would probably kind of relay it particularly to you because you're the more intellectually sound of all of us.
I only got a 7 on that history check.
You said
I'm going
2.
to attempt to make a history check, which I am. Oh, I can't. I can barely read the name to begin with because that was a natural 1.
Yeah, no, this name does not stick out.
I got a natural 20
No.
plus 5.
Even with a natural 20, this name does not ring any bells for you.
This man doesn't exist.
Can I hit my pin? Because that will we can talk to Vana, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, because that only works one way. Just so you,
Yeah.
just reminder.
Yeah. I'm gonna tap my pin.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Vana. I actually have something to ask you that might be of consequence and not a random phone call at 3 a.m.
Okay. What is...
Does a name Kirk Burradal ring a bell?
It does not, but... Why are you asking?
Well, we have found some things in the room or the area that you had us
Ready.
go into, investigate. Those are words.
We haven't had a
And,
fuck up again today, have we?
No, I have not. I'm staying away from fuck ups for a while.
Okay.
I'm fucked up enough as it is.
Oh.
Um,
Wait, this was in the room. This was in the room. You got in the room?
yeah, we're currently standing in the room, actually.
Hold on one moment. And the line's gonna go silent.
Dial tone.
Hello?
She is
Hello?
not responding.
Well, these things are super useful.
What did she say?
Nothing. She hung up on me.
Might be used to that.
I'm used to people hanging up on me. It's fine. Ruin goes in the corner and cries, curls up in a ball and cries a little bit.
Did she ask if you'd had a fuck up?
She did ask if I'd had a fuck up.
Do they make
Because-
those to go now?
Yes, they do, but we're not going
No.
to talk about that.
Can you get a growler?
Maybe we'll have to check on that when we get back.
Don't worry.
Because that might
Tim
be
will make a
something
deal.
we could use against people.
Poison
our
damage.
intelligence.
Poison damage.
Fuck up damage.
Do you
I don't know what
continue
y'all
reading?
don't like about fuck ups.
Sure. Yeah, why not? Let's continue attempting to read.
Go slowly, Ruin. Don't hurt yourself.
The first page, as you flip it.
The first page says "fuck you." Huh.
That was good.
It isn't common. That was really good. It isn't common. And the first entry says Luminaris 21st.
Is this a Bible?
Luminaris 20. That's
Oh,
I'm assuming
damn.
that's like a day, like
It is. Yeah, those are it's a month.
oh.
I want
It's
to
21 months.
Is it the now the Luminar would we know what Luminaris 21st is, or is that just kind of like a like
That is something that would have been brought in once the virus hit, like months and days of the year. But Luminaris 21st, you'll know that is more so in the fall, so like cooler temperatures and not very, very similar to our fall, but Luminaris 21st.
What month is it currently?
Currently, it would be solstice.
Is that later in the year?
It's the next month.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Is there a
Luminaris
year?
is there a year? You guys would just know it as 152 AV.
Well, in the notebook, there isn't a year
There
next
is
to the
not
21st.
a year. There is just Luminaris
Okay.
21st. Narvosc has kicked me off the research team. That is fine. I'll make progress without him. Managed to take some of his samples before leaving us, Aurora. I will be the one to lead us to our salvation.
Is it signed?
The name at the very beginning of the book says Cork Baradal.
So we can assume this is his
You can assume this is
or
his
their
notebook.
journal. Okay.
wait, it said not like Narvos kicked him off of the research team, so it was like
Narvosc has kicked me off the research team. That is fine. I'll make progress without him. I managed to take some of his samples before leaving us, Aurora. I will be the one to lead us to our salvation.
Could he be was he looking for a cure?
would
Do you
would we
continue
know
reading?
that would we know that Narvosc is a person? Because that
Y'all
sounded like
know
he was
Narvosc is a martyr.
I feel like that's a really important note.
That is who the Order of Narvosc is named after.
So we believe he died for some cause.
Narvosc is dead.
Winks at camera. Shivers.
March 21st. Korik Buradal?
Cork Baradal. Do y'all continue reading?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Second entry, Solstice 2nd. Managed to make a concoction using the beast's blood. All tests have come back stable. We'll start testing on rats within the week. Narvosc, I will beat you this time.
This time. Orc went against Narvosc and lost. Why have we never heard of this?
Do we know how Narvosc is purported to have died?
All you know of Narvosc is he died in the early stages of the outbreak, trying to find a cure and wasn't able to. He gave his life to his work, and therefore the Order of Narvosc holds up his motto and his mission.
But he had an enemy, obviously, from this journal. Are there
Friedrich,
any
would
more
you
entries?
have-
Sorry, go ahead.
Would you have written a paper or perhaps researched Narvosc in the capacity of who he worked with, who he traveled with?
No, not particularly.
Okay.
I find history fascinating, but I'm more into the medical science field.
What about you, Velvy? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Would Velvy have come across any information about Narvosc or what they were into while studying it all?
Give me a history check.
19.
You will know that Narvosc was never in Sydonea, and he was trying to find a cure for whatever this virus outbreak was and failed.
Okay.
But that is all you know.
So all I know about Narvosc is that they were actually never in Cydonia, but they were trying to find a cure for the virus. That's about all the information that I managed to come across while I was doing all my research. I don't know where he was, and I don't know how we came to be where he was not, but that's all I got.
Does anyone know how long ago he died?
I'd
Well, it was-
assume 152 years ago. He died
They
at
said
the beginning of
early-
the outbreak.
Yeah, early outbreak, yeah. So
There's no way this journal is current. How long has it been here? How long has this place been here?
Well, we can tell by the puzzle at the door, at least since before the outbreak. No one's managed to break in. I mean, look at that monster.
How would that monster? I'm not gonna pretend to understand what that monster was. How could anything live down here for that long?
Well, you must know. Science is a wonderful, cool, fabulous thing.
Yeah, and most all that we hold true today will be proven false in the next 100 years or so. But based on
Is
what we
it-
know now,
Do we have, if I look around, do we have any like bottles with stoppers in them so I can scoop up some of the liquid that the monster came out of so we can maybe take it back and study it?
Give me a perception check.
I rolled a 7. Oh, wait, do I have anything plus? Nope, that's a 7.
With the fighting and everything, most of the flasks and the vials in here were broken. But Professor Friedrich did find one to get that stuff off the bite that you had.
I feel like the saliva is more important.
if it involves your well-being, yes, I would agree.
That's right. I got a bit bad. I'll just be over here slumped.
He's like, yeah, I can
Oh,
still
yeah.
see it. It's still kind of oozing.
Sorry, shock. That's weird.
Do you continue reading?
May as well. I mean,
You're doing a great job, Ruin. I'm surprised by your
Yeah.
vocab.
I'm just like all ears staring at it.
Yeah, same.
Third entry, Solstice 7th. Rats appear to be stable. Brain functions seem to be elevated. Need a new cage for them. Current cage is too weak to hold against their gnawing.
How many days are in Luminous?
30.
So this has happened within a matter of 2 weeks or so.
Fourth entry, Solstice 11th. Rats have grown significantly in size. Strength has increased significantly. This will be the way to endure the shadows.
Was he trying to create monsters to fight back? An army?
Endure the shadows? Is what it said?
Endure the shadows.
See, the Order is the light that drives out the shadows. Why would this person want to endure the shadows?
Because they don't want to live in hiding anymore. Endure and survive.
now I know he's talking about rats. If he tested it on rats and there is a giant turtle outside, do we think maybe giant turtle might be a place that one might try to go endure the shadows?
It makes a lot of sense when you put it that way. It's definitely the oddest thing we've seen out here. in my
Yippee-ki-yay,
opinion.
let's go lasso a turtle.
Well, is there more? Is there more in the journal?
Oh, sorry.
Better be
I
more.
got excited.
5th entry, solstice 13th. Rat's cognizance is deteriorating quickly. Fur is falling off in patches. Body temperature is low. We'll dissect one's brain tomorrow.
Dissect the brain. What could he have been looking for?
Is he studying the progression of the virus? It's something we've been unable to do in Sydonea due to the necessary protections. So maybe that's why he had to be out here to do it.
But if he was out here... Oh, sorry. He was out here before or during the early stages of the outbreak. When did Sydonea shut the borders, essentially? When did we stop going outside the wall?
Do I recall?
You would actually recall it was pretty quick. Everybody got forced in. No one was able to leave.
It's very rapid. Incredibly rapid.
That was just a few years before I was born.
That would have been 152 years ago.
I'm 69.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, I'm 20, so this is all all new.
Still adorable.
I was born shortly before the outbreak, but I was very young. Not much real memory of that time.
Yeah, you had to live through the aftermath of rebuilding.
But being a child, you don't. It's mostly feelings. You don't really recall vivid memory.
You had some good parents.
I didn't ever really know them.
Oh.
They died
You
in
had
the
some good.
outbreak.
Oh.
It's okay.
You know what?
You
You're
didn't
just
know.
a good
It's
dude.
okay.
Let's Specs carry on. Continue reading, Ruin. I just ruined this.
It's okay. You
See,
didn't know it.
Spot,
I don't
run.
talk
What?
about it. It happened a very long time ago. I don't hold on to it.
But we can't make jokes about orphans' parents. It's like a law and humor, unless you're a comedian.
I make jokes about my parents.
Oh.
Are you continuing?
If there's more, please
Yes.
continue.
But wait,
yes.
there's more.
6th entry, solstice 14th. Rat's brain is enlarged. Arteries and veins are black in color. Body temperature is very low. Body appears to be rotting from the inside out. Bodies from the material plane unable to handle the gift.
Gift.
The material plane and the gift is what stands out to me there. Am I aware of any other planes of existence?
Give me a history check.
Can I give one as well?
24.
You, with a 24, you would remember very early being able to read things about different planes. There's one that's supposed to be very vivid in color and beautiful, and there's very strange creatures that live there. And then there are other planes that are very dark and cold. and menacing.
Would I know anything about other planes? Given my trying to be as vague as possible without
Or is it time for Ruin Secrets, the channel? Yeah. Whispers.
Secrets are no fun. Secrets hurt someone.
So, Velfie, do you have a fun little song for us today?
Actually, I did write a post-battle song, something that I could sing to kind of wind us down, although it's a little... It's not really a wind down song, is it? It kind of hypes you up a little bit. So it kind of... You know what? I might need to rework it.
No, what do we do after battle? We drink, and then whatever else happens.
True.
Cheers.
But yeah, I mean, I do have a little ditty that I've been working on called Post Battle Song.
That's a great title.
I love
it.
It's
very on the nose.
You know, just in case, you know, I don't make it out alive, they know exactly what type of song it is.
Right. Well, it just shows that you have to make it out of the battle so you can be around to perform it.
Exactly. It's an incentive.
Is it like, what's that song? Camptown? Is it Camptown Races? Is that the song? Is it like that? Or is it better? It better be better. I love how everybody just started doing this.
It's kind of like okay, so it's like in a world of chaos, anger and despair, the Order of Narvosc took their stand. You know, so.
However, the people
I
do that
love
metal
it.
growl.
Appreciate the teaser. You can't rush art.
Chaos.
I can't do it. It hurts.
Nice. You guys
Thanks.
keep reading?
Yes.
So 7th entry. Solstice 16th. All the rats are dead. Need to find something that can withstand this gift. It is our only way of combating them.
Combating them. What was this man trying to do?
Sounds like he's making weapons.
Out
Trying
of
to
rats?
weaponize. Yeah, with something he calls the gift.
Do we think them could possibly mean Narvosc, the Order?
Did he create the infection to defeat Narva? That wouldn't make sense.
Kurok was originally working with Narvosc, but was kicked out of the research team.
Right. And as far as we know, Narvosc was trying to stop the outbreak or whatever the source of it was. But it seems like at some point they had a falling out, a difference of opinion on how to combat the threat.
It kind of seems to me that they are from what we've seen, from what we've gathered, from what I'm seeing, it seems like Kurok is taking the virus that we've come to know and taking notes and trying to learn about it, but seeing it as a way to improve, maybe to just improve life in general. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, no, it does.
calling it the gift.
Because what's to combat if you're using the virus? Then it's no longer whatever you're combating, and now there's something else that you've made an enemy out of that you're going to use the virus against. But what could be worse than what caused this outbreak?
unless we're looking at like two different schools of thought. Like Narvosc has their way of doing things. He found a different way. They could have been fighting the same thing, or they could have been fighting each other.
Hard to
Maybe
tell.
maybe Narvosc was trying to go the humane route, and Kurok was just about going inhumane.
I don't know if I would call Narvosc humane. I mean, if any
As
of us
humane
don't
as you can get.
yeah. If any of us don't come back, we don't exist anymore. So
Still
we
hung
even
up on
exist
that.
to them in the beginning.
We know the outbreak, but we don't necessarily know what caused it. It just appeared one day. So maybe this journal is referring to, maybe they thought they had found the source of it. And then they were
That
going to
song
use it to fight the source?
that the
It's like
lady
Ruin
was...
said, it's hard to tell. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm just keep rambling.
Would the song that we heard in the cabin with the lady and the tiefling give us any indication as to how the virus works or the process of it? Because she kept saying, "Do you hear it?" Do we hear anything coming from the vial or is... Because we obviously have that taste. Is there anything other that we may be suppressing due to our arcana abilities that we can detect if we just open up our minds?
Give me an Arcana check.
$13 plus 2, 15.
With that, it feels cold.
Just feels cold.
is there any like writing or anything on the flask at all, or is
Nothing.
it just?
And for a scientist, that's very weird. Do you keep reading?
Label his materials.
Scientists label everything. That's what they do.
May as well continue story time with Ruin.
Story time, Ruin. Please continue your fabulous reading.
8th entry, solstice 17th. I could be strong enough to contain it. I could be the one that leads us to victory against them. Finally show Narvosc that my research is far more superior. Injecting the serum intravenously tomorrow. I'll show us Aurora. I'll show them all.
Show us Aurora?
I'll show us Aurora.
Aurora.
I'll show them all.
Aurora. Show them all.
Does
Well-
that S Aurora ring any bells whatsoever?
Could S Aurora be where Narvosc was since they weren't in Sydonea? Could that sound like a place?
The first entry says, I managed to take some of his samples before leaving S Aurora. So you
Oh,
could
okay.
assume, that it's
Cool.
a place.
So it's a noun. Got it.
Then I'll show Aurora.
I'll show us Aurora.
It sounds like it may have been some type of camp or compound or headquarters. Normally you would only refer to a place like that if it was a group of people that lived there or stayed there for some reason.
9th entry, solstice 18th. Cold. Your whispers sound like they're directly behind me, but when I turn around, there's nothing. I can hear something scratching in the back of my skull. 10th entry.
And
Solstice 20th. I feel strong. I feel powerful. Muscle mass has increased significantly. Skin is starting to stretch. Strength increase is significant. Eleventh entry. Narvosc, I will kill you. You stole my research team away from me. You needn't worry about them. You need to worry about me. 12th entry. More. I need more. And it starts to scratch off.
He needs more.
Sounds like that didn't go well in the end for our...
Did we just... Was that... And I look... Is there anything left of the carcass of the monster? Or is it just all dissolved?
It's all dissolved except for flasks and glass and scientific equipment that was embedded in its skin.
Just I look at the puddle. Was that cork?
I don't know.
it could.
I don't know. Yeah.
The
It could-
flask from the safe. You said it was sealed? Not just corked, but sealed?
It's sealed.
What does that seal look like? Does it look like it has been opened before and then sort of haphazardly sealed? Or is it like melted glass sealed?
Melted glass sealed.
Melted.
Oh, so it's like
It's
sealed,
in
sealed.
there, yeah. But with these two being in the safe together, you can assume that this is the serum he was possibly talking about.
This was meant to destroy the Order, or Narvosc. Do we really bring it back?
Well-
I mean, it's likely what they're looking for.
Ruin in your head.
Bring it back. That is mine.
I mean, it
I don't care
Seems-
if that's what they're looking for. This is dangerous.
Well, I
Is
mean,
it- is it any safer with just us than it would be back with the Order?
We are the only 4 people that knows this is there, that has been able to get through this door. And that taste, if it's anything like what it can do, it needs to be locked away. So the question stands, do we take this back, what was to the place that it was supposed to destroy, or do we lock it back? Say there was nothing here.
I don't think
That is that going
Mhm.
on in...
That is going on in Ruin's head.
Okay.
I don't think we're the first people in here since this Kurik went mad. The journal sort of tapers off into madness at the end, but yet we found it neatly placed into a safe and locked.
Exactly. Placed where nobody was supposed to find it.
Or
is
the
that-
right people were supposed to find it.
Is that someone protecting the world or someone hiding a misdeed?
I trust you guys. And if you feel this is right, then I trust you.
I have an
Didn't-
idea.
Oh.
I have an idea. The Game Master, the crystals that we have, are they like a one-time use per day, or just whenever we want to set them up?
Whenever you want to set them up.
Our protection is meant to keep out the infection. What if we set up our protection around this vial and see if there's any reaction?
What if it breaks the vial and it gets loose? But then how are we supposed to get it into Sydonea?
Thing. So, and that was the thinking behind testing it now versus going all the way back, and then we can't bring it through the gates. I would much prefer we know what we're traveling with.
The other thought was, like, one of his last coherent entries was he's going to inject the serum intravenously. So he injected himself with something. If this is potentially the thing that he injected himself with, then
Ruin, do you know
might-
what intravenously means?
It's a word. I mean, I have above basic intelligence. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. I'm just
I
giving
might
you
not
shit.
be an intellectual like the doctor.
Well, if you're curious, it's existing or taking place within or administer into a vein. Just
Thank you. See, now I know it even better. And the very last entry, and I flip to the back of the book, is this.
A little touchy, Ruin. Right.
What do we
But if
think?
it's contained in this obviously completely sealed thing, then we should be able, in theory, to. I mean, the worst thing that happens is, like, if we try to, like, if we set the crystals up, made the little barrier, and then somebody tried to walk it in, and if we felt like it wasn't going to pass through.
But
I almost wonder
I mean,
because it's
yeah.
sealed. Oh, sorry.
You know,
I actually think we could seal around it. Because, so we need our pins in order to get into Narvosc, right?
right?
So
Right.
anyone with a pin can get inside, but people who are infected aren't able to get through the barrier.
But we could bring a thing in, and if we have a pin,
Game Master,
in
question.
theory.
Yeah.
Our understanding of this protection field, is it that nothing can pass through it, or is it that nothing can exist within it?
Like, I'm trying to figure out how you're trying to ask this. Are you asking, like,
As in, like, if you were to form the barrier around an infected thing, would it destroy it? Or is it just that it cannot pass through the actual field itself, but it could exist inside of it if it found another way in?
give it a try. Find out yourself.
Well, let's do it.
So I'm getting this, like, voice in my head that's saying, "Fuck around and find out."
Yes, that's the voice of science speaking to you.
Now, is this something that we want to tell Narvosc that we found before we bring it back?
Ruin, did you ever hear back from Vanna?
I have not, and I only specified that we found something. I didn't
think-
say that we found everything. Or I didn't say what we found. I referenced the name and that was it.
Around this time, you're actually going to get a call back. Ruin.
Oh, hello. Thanks for calling. Ruin is not available right now. Please leave a message after the beep and he'll get back to you whenever he feels like it.
I had to go find information on your question. Are you sure you want to take that kind of tone with me?
I mean, you hung up on me without so much as a goodbye.
I said hold on a minute.
It's been several. I've read an entire book while you were gone. And I
Book
didn't even
by
know I could
Keurig?
read a book.
Mom's mad.
Book by the name of Pork. By chance, the person that you said you found some stuff from?
Yeah.
Bring that back immediately.
Just the book?
Anything.
As for who it is, I'm assuming I can't hear. I'm like the person on the other side of the phone, like, Psh, tell him this, ask him that.
Yeah, like, do you have any information on who Keurig was?
He is someone that the higher ups in the Order are very interested in. Whatever you found involving him, bring it back immediately.
I mean, that's what we were sent here for, right?
Yes, it was. And you have done your job wonderfully. Just make sure it gets back.
And I'm going to gesture to Ruin. Don't tell her about the vial yet.
DM question. If one person hits the button, is it just a one-way call thing, or is it a like speakerphone type situation?
It wouldn't be super loud, just in case you ever needed to call into home base, like in the evening or something. You wouldn't want to like lose your sneakiness because of it. But it is like a speaker phone, so like it's quiet. But like
I'm just like, if somebody is here, yeah. So yeah.
Oh, are you asking if they can hear Sheila?
Right. That's what I was.
Whatever you found in that room, bring it back, please.
Nah, fuck, she heard me.
Okay, hold on a minute. And then I hang up the call.
She's gonna call
And
back.
you plan on calling her back? Oh.
Doesn't
don't
feel good, does it?
know what gives you the idea that this is some kind of game. You have been sent on a mission, and you are being asked to report back. The higher-ups above my head are wanting whatever you found, and I don't particularly want to lose my job.
Then we'd better get back safely, huh?
So please hurry. Thank you. And she's gonna hang up.
Well, she knows we were trying to hide something, so we better tell her about the vial ASAP. But I have questions, and she's
somebody's
gonna
getting a prank call at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Didn't we do that the
Look,
other
y'all
night?
have already done that to her.
Said it was intentional. I was like, oh,
That was
hell.
an accident. Okay, you were up in a tree. I didn't want to yell. I had a fuck up that day. It was just a really long day, okay? There were creepy spider children. I panicked.
Drunk down our boss.
We
It
had fucked
happens.
up. We had fuck ups, and now we're in a situation that's fucked up. It's great.
We need to get back to her as soon as possible.
But I will say, even without an insight check, like, you guys know she is on edge.
I still think we test it before we take it back. I'm normally quite sheepish about these things, but once we take it back, we may not get our hands on it again.
Oh, we definitely won't get our hands on it again.
And it's sealed shut. Melted glass. The only vial we
Glass.
have has the spit from my bite, which is when we throw up that barrier, we're gonna know exactly where I stand.
I guess we could. I wasn't intending to test the vial. I'm fairly assured that it's this whatever this virus is. We just don't know if it's taken hold of you yet.
That you were trying to test it. Okay. Well, I guess we'll find out now, won't we?
No, I was just going to test the strange vial we found.
Oh, all right.
We don't know what it is.
I think we have a pretty good idea. Specs. That's your nickname. I'm sorry. I'm sticking with it.
It's okay. I'm going to pull out my blue crystal and I'm going to find a spot on the ground. It doesn't have to be very large.
Do we want to just make like a small area just to test this theory out?
Yeah, I was thinking like campfire size.
Remember, my crystal's kind of broken. Does my crystal still work? I think it does, but it's gonna be weakened.
You'll have to find out.
Have
I love
time
this.
as I place mine on the ground.
I'm gonna place mine to the right of Specs there and go, Hefthine.
So a small sphere comes over, and the sphere is fine.
We haven't put the vial inside of it yet, have we?
I thought y'all put it in the center.
Oh yeah, that was the plan.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I thought.
Yeah. Okay. So let's
setting it
we
down,
did do
doing the bubble.
We have it on each corner of the desk.
Everything's fine.
Okay. It's a small, tiny vial, right?
It's a flask.
Probably very light, weight-wise.
It's actually thicker and heavier than you would expect. But like a drinking container.
I have an idea. I would like to try to move it through the barrier from the inside out. What does everyone think?
Ruin just reaches his hand in, grabs it, and like starts slowly lifting it towards the edge of the barrier.
I go to stop
Roll
and
a
then I see that it's
persuasion.
probably too late.
Ruin nothing happens.
Oh, thank God.
Does it come out of the barrier?
Comes out of the barrier.
No indication. It doesn't like crackle or the
There was-
barrier doesn't break.
Barrier doesn't break.
There was no resistance of any kind.
What is this flask made out of?
glass.
Glass.
Side thing, DM, I did send you a thing. I did send you a question on Discord.
Secrets only make friends in D&D.
I'm very curious now. I'm going to pull out the vial of saliva and whatever this other goo is, which is on my person, and sort of hold it close to the barrier and see if there's any type of reaction that I get.
The vial is going to explode in your hand.
I don't want to pass it through, just hold it close.
It's going to start vibrating like it's
explodes.
about to explode in your hand.
I'm going to pull it away. Yeah, I don't want to just push it into it.
So it can go out, but not in.
Well, this is the vial of
The vial of
Sheila's
that's a
sample.
spit vial. Okay.
which we're fairly sure is a sample of the virus. I'm using this as a bit of a control specimen. But the vial you found did not have any similar reaction. So it doesn't appear to be the same substance.
Yeah. Can Can Sheila currently reach through a barrier?
I can try. So I'm going to, visibly shaking, take my good arm, which is going to be my right arm. I'm going to slowly extend my hand towards the barrier until it's just, my fingertips are just touching.
Everything seems okay for now.
And I'm going to put my hand through the barrier very slowly. Like almost like through water.
Everything seems okay for now.
I don't have anxiety. This is fine.
How do you feel?
I
Physically.
feel fine.
You
I mean,
didn't
physically
feel
I
like
hurt. I could use, a fuck up, but it doesn't burn. I have no reaction. I could just use a good long nap.
That could be a good sign, though. I don't want to jeopardize your safety, but if you're curious or would be willing, you could remove your lapel and try the same thing.
I think you're right. So I'm going to remove my lapel.
Your,
And I'm going to hand it to Velfie,
your little pin?
my little pen.
I'm assuming I just got like a lapel pin, like a little thing.
My little pen, because I
A
don't have
cute
my
little
cool
thing,
shirt yet. I want my shirt.
what? You mean this shirt?
That shirt! I'm going to order one.
I need to order
And
one
I'm
as well.
going to, once again, slowly put my hand towards the barrier. Just ever so slightly, just kind of put my palm up to it.
And just double check you do not have a pin on?
I do not have my pin on.
You are going to feel a jolt of electricity go through your hand. And you are going to 4 points of lightning damage.
What? You're not supposed to be able to pass through it without a pin. Are we like?
That's right. This wouldn't necessarily tell us if you are infected or not. Anything without a pin.
It would tell us that you can't go in without a pin, which I feel like was already a thing that we had been told. But
I should have
science.
thought that
We gotta
hypothesis
try to prove
through a bit
ourselves wrong
more.
all the time.
I mean, at least we know stuff works the way that it's supposed to, as far as we can tell.
So Sheila's hair is now going to be kind of frizzy. And I'm going to be like, Belfie, can I have my pin back, please? It's been a ride.
Here you
you.
go.
I'll put my pin back on. Bam.
Are we?
So
You said it. Is it like early afternoon, or is it like? Oh well, we're down in a.
Y'all have no idea.
Vana said good afternoon.
Yeah, Vana said good afternoon, so I'm assuming it's either early afternoon or heading towards the evening.
Y'all got here at around 2, maybe, in the afternoon?
Oh, so it could be quite late by
We're getting
now.
towards night.
And we don't know
I mean-
how time zones work here.
If we were gonna like stay somewhere for the evening, a room, a secret room in a mansion with one real exit that we know of would possibly be the safest place.
I like the way you think. I agree.
What about the pool that Mr. Hyde or Jackal crawled out of?
Well, I mean, if we set up the crystals with the pool outside of it, if something else is down there, then
Also,
Judging by the
Quarters, like, do you
our
really want
mounts-
to snuggle?
our mounts will also be outside.
They would be outside. You could-
Right. Not poor Beatrice. Maybe right outside the doors. I don't know. It's a big mansion.
Yeah,
Can
we
you-
could.
can
We
you fit
could
a
find
horse
a
through the
safe
front
room
door?
Bring the horses down into the basement.
Or at least into the foyer.
Are horses like cows where they can't go downstairs?
I think horses can actually go
Typically-
downstairs.
I mean,
I don't-
it would not be easy for them to go down the stairs into the basement into a small room with 4 people in it.
Yeah,
Or
I'm not an
grown-ass
equestrian, but that sounds
Well, yeah.
difficult.
Yeah, this room is not
It was
big enough.
difficult. It was difficult enough for me to walk through the door. If you put a horse through that door, it might get in, but it's not gonna get out easily.
Yeah, I feel like doors are our biggest enemies right now.
Doors, the bane of the Order of Narvosc.
It would
Damn it.
behoove us not to try to bring them down here, but
But-
perhaps
Behoof
yeah.
doors. Sorry.
perhaps
Oof.
stay somewhere near the mansion in an area that we have relatively secured, to our knowledge.
Why don't we just camp right out front the door? Just like go set up a nice little campy camp.
Is there a maximum range on these crystals?
87 feet.
Could we put them at each corner of the house?
It won't go quite that big. This is you gotta remember, this is a mansion.
That's what he's okay.
This is big.
Yeah, it's
Mm.
what he said.
Ew.
It doesn't get quite that big.
Not quite that big.
I hate
Okay.
when they say that.
But we could bring them in. We could bring the horses inside the mansion and pick the if there's a living room of sorts.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay, but that room was absolutely in ruins. The floor was broken.
Ruins.
No, Ruin was in the
'Cause
room.
that's my name.
The other
Yeah,
way
I was in the
around.
room.
Funny. Funny ruin.
But I like the way you think. It's somewhere where we know there's only one entrance or so,
Yeah, if we
and
can
we may
limit
not have
the-
these creatures staring at us like the other night.
Didn't we forget our horses outside the barrier the first time we went out together and they were fine?
But you want to risk that again?
I believe
Nope,
they
not
were
particularly.
retconned into the barrier.
Yeah, I believe somehow through the night they found their way into the barrier, which is strange because horses. But
Nah, y'all still left them out there. They just have little lanterns of their own.
Does B just have a little pin?
they have their own special bubbles. Some might call it. They have this special armor. It's called plot armor.
Perhaps you just got lucky, and we shouldn't make the same mistake again.
I like the
No,
way
I've
you
got
think.
lucky. That's my horse.
And I have Jericho. Are we solving
And mine
problems?
is the goat.
I have
Color
Straya.
Greya.
So bring the horses inside the house, and then
Yeah, we'll give it a try, and then set the crystals up in the.
I mean, we moved them
main
through
space.
a tree. We moved them through a tree. Walking them inside a house shouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
steps
gonna
going up into the okay.
I'm gonna make my way up the steps and see if I can tell, what time of day it is. Is there still light coming through the
Roughly.
windows or anything like that?
Yeah, so it's like that that orange color right before the sun starts to set.
Golden hour.
Ooh, so it is. Yeah,
On
so
my
we're
way
close.
downtown.
We're close to time to setting up. Anyway,
Yes.
poke my head out the mansion door and make sure that I see the horses where we left them.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, good. My perception is fantastic. Yeah, actually, that wasn't bad. 19, 20. Dirty 20.
Yeah, so they're pretty close to where you left them. Y'all didn't really tie them up. Y'all just got off them and left. So they've just kind of spread out a bit. Beatrice has found a nice little spot of grass over in the corner and is just minding her own business. Straya is sticking her tongue out at a tree. Lucky is just the only one that is actually where you left him. And he's just sitting there looking at you dejectedly.
Where's Jericho?
Hey!
Jericho's
he's
still
not
there
dead.
too. He's just roaming around.
I thought Jericho was gonna be the one that's gone. I was like, well, Beatrice, you got room for
And
another?
Jericho's missing. Well,
Not Jericho. A stallion.
so bring them
Yeah.
inside and
Yeah, we swing open the double doors and I start to lead.
Those double doors are in the back of that room.
I say, yeah,
Oh,
the double
good,
doors
yeah.
got kicked in.
Belfie knocked him off the hinges.
Do we want to try to set them up once we've got the horses inside, so at least there's some sort of door in case something decides to come a knocking?
Do we want to survey the room and see, like, make sure the floor isn't gonna fall out from underneath us? Because from what I remember when we walked in, it was not looking good.
Yeah,
Probably
can I
should,
give it a
yeah.
once over for structural integrity?
Find a safe room.
Give me a
to,
perception check.
Set everybody up in.
This is gonna be an architect check.
21.
It's pretty holy, and not the kind of like religious holy. Like there's a lot of holes in here, but if you mind your step, you might be able to get them into a nice area. The biggest thing is don't put them close to a spot that looks like it's rotting, that their foot could go through, and then the boards like completely cut up their legs. So just be very mindful of that.
Put them in a sturdy corner somewhere.
Yeah.
Is the entire floor off of ground level?
I don't want to say necessarily off a ground level, but you have a foundation and everything. You don't want to kind of go through the crawl space.
Oh, so it's a foundation house. It's a crawl space, not a concrete slab.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's concrete?
So you mix gravel
don't
with
know.
some water, and it's magic.
Concrete does not exist.
Yes.
I feel like concrete doesn't exist. Something is.
A stone slab. Forgive my anachronism.
Professor, why are you making shit up? The man of science.
He's a professor. He's allowed to do that.
Guess y'all aren't ready for that one yet, but your kids are gonna love it. But yes, like a sturdy part of the room. Then, if we can tell.
Yeah. Find a sturdy part of the room for the horses and
If
a goat.
y'all are bringing the horses and the goat in, give me an animal handling check.
Oh boy,
Okie dokie.
Mine's
this is gonna go so well
It's
for
like a
me.
group check.
Straya, you better.
I got
Depending.
a 3.
Jericho does not
17.
want to go in this house.
11.
17. Straya is just sticking her tongue in and out, but following you wherever you go.
Okay, Straya, come here.
I got a solid 11.
11. Jericho's gonna Lucky's gonna begrudgingly follow you because you forgot
I
him,
know. Yeah.
and he's just looking at you like you left me here.
I did not forget you. We were fighting a thing in a basement.
Are you talking to your horse right now?
I am talking to my horse.
I mean,
Don't
okay.
judge me.
Jericho's
Don't
gonna
judge her.
sit.
Yep, I'm gonna be like, Jericho, my precious. I promise you, I'm gonna protect you. This is okay. Like, have I ever almost killed you before? Don't answer that, but do you trust me?
I was about to say that horse is like, you can tell it's just looking around like, the fuck yeah, you have tried to get me killed. You forgot about me the first night we were out here.
I did not.
He
My
is
horse
very
like the horse from
judgmental, and
Mulan,
he's sitting.
okay? He's just looking at me like, I'm just gonna scratch his ears and be like, okay, you don't want this pretty little apple I got? You want? And I also bring out like a sugar cube, and I'm gonna just bribe the shit out of him.
Give me another animal handling check.
God damn it! I got a 7. I'm sleeping out here. It's fine.
Here, let me try to help. I'm gonna try to help. Try to.
So you can
Coax.
either both roll, or you can roll at advantage, whichever one.
You want to try to roll again?
Sure.
Or okay.
I'm gonna roll my pretty dice, my red dice. Let's go. Fail me now.
While they're trying to get
20.
17.
while they're trying to get a horse in, I'm like sneakily handing Lucky an apple.
And Jericho's
Got
just
nat
gonna
20 on them.
Jericho's like
Oh.
gonna begrudgingly
Good boy. And I'm gonna give him an apple and just be like, "You're such your mama's good boy." Yes, you are. Your mama's good boy. Oh, that's right.
What a dejected.
This is when I both want speak with animals and don't. Because I feel like Lucky would be swearing at me.
Lucky is swearing at you.
Not as much as Jericho's swearing at you.
Yeah, at least I know how my horse really feels about me.
I know how he feels. He don't like me.
Bunch of naysayers. I got a 19.
A 19. Beatrice is very slow, but she's coming in.
A sturdy lass. And I pet her.
So, Friedrich, I gotta know, how did you and Beatrice become you and Beatrice?
Well, when a mommy and daddy love each other very much or pay money,
I don't know where
Things
that's
happen.
going, and I hope it doesn't continue.
Beatrice, your sister?
I found Beatrice in an earlier mission. She was already quite old. We haven't known each other very long, but two old souls. We bonded over our advanced experience. Put it that way. We're both a bit weary, and we just sort of took a liking for each other, as far as I can tell. Plus, I'm not one for horses. They're a bit large and scary.
But aren't you large and scary?
I am about 5'6", and I'm a frail old man.
Very
My
large.
brain is large and
So-
scary.
Okay. Can you just go and scratch Beatrice on the head?
I scratch her one more time.
Through the roar!
I also scratch her, mainly because I want to hear the DM do the
Do the
thing
bah.
again. Yes.
Best goat impression.
Best goat ever.
Okay,
I
so
pull
we
my crystal
So
out.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming we
Oh, yeah.
removed the barrier. Well, I'll say if we didn't,
Yeah.
I'll go downstairs and have
Go
time
down and grab the
again,
crystals.
Have that.
and then set up around the corners of the living space, the entryway there.
And as you...
Yep.
Oh, is everybody doing it?
yes.
Yeah.
As you guys say your safe word, the sphere comes around a little circle in the living room. It looks about as homely as you guys could possibly get out here, especially with the broken furniture, the broken floors, the very raggedy old staircases in the back of the room with the double doors that are just completely flung back there. But you guys have a crystallized sphere structure for the evening.
We can't light a fire in here, I hope you know.
And we probably shouldn't.
Looking at
I mean,
these
it'll-
floors? No.
It'll probably be slightly warmer anyway because we're not outside.
I guess we'll just have to cuddle.
Oh, no. Belfie?
Just
Beatrice,
I mean, I've just crashed at your place, so. Beatrice. No, a man and his goat.
oh my gosh, it's a special bond.
I can't tell. Beatrice, do it once for yes, twice for no. Are you safe? Twice?
That's like an ish.
That was like a long one, like a
I
yes.
was like, are you okay? Like, yes? Friedrich? What have you done to that goat?
Beatrice is she's very faithful and loyal, and she's treated very well.
She's actually gonna like nuzzle up against you. As you're
Okay,
saying
okay,
that.
they're
Like,
good. They're consensual.
As I scratch her head again. I said I scratch
Now-
her head. No, I'm kidding.
I love how this is.
Do we want to like just have a watch just in case?
Yes.
I would recommend it anytime we're out on the road like this. I agree, and I can take first watch.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
right,
pretty beat to
because some
shit.
of y'all don't need a full night's sleep.
Negative, Ghost Rider.
What's a Ghost Rider?
Oh, this is really cool. So, there's this crazy story from the village that I grew up with, and I just go in to start
Ruin
telling
goes and finds a
Belfi,
corner and goes to sleep. Well,
and I just start telling Belfi this crazy ghost story about the Ghost Riders of Sardonia, because I can't think of a better name. And it's just a spooky story of legend that I grew up with.
Okay. That is a legend that I've never heard before. So thank you so much for sharing that with me.
You're welcome. It is fascinating. It's like
this is great, yeah.
they roam around the village at night. It's crazy. It's scary. You'll sometimes hear the clippity clop or the vroom vroom of whatever mysterious mechanism they use.
Mechanisms. You see Velfie, she's got her notebook out and she's just writing down
mechanism.
all of the lore. Mechanisms.
Like a horse that moves off magic.
Magic moving horse.
Yeah. And it goes.
All right. Huh. I might.
Yeah.
I'm making
Try to break
another
that
song.
fourth wall.
What do my elf eyes see?
Give me a perception check.
Well, I don't know. Is everyone going to bed? Ruin,
I'm going
yes.
to bed. Yes. Ruin's
Belfi
already
and I
asleep.
are just like girl talking.
Or I can
pretty
still
much.
perceive while they enjoy the evening. 21.
You don't see anything. Everything, you have the light blue of the sphere, and you can hear the like through the night of the wind outside.
Wind's howling.
But it's pretty peaceful. Pretty peaceful.
So Velfie at this point will have settled in for the night to get some sleeps.
Tended to my wound, kind of cleaned it out, and just gonna settle in for 4 hours of rest so that way Friedrich can wake me up for my half of the watch.
So Beatrice just kind of like sits down and lays next to you and just like puts her neck out and just has it like right next to your lap as you're watching.
And I'll just sort of absent-mindedly pet her.
She's like a big giant dog.
Uber snoot.
But while this is happening, Ruin,
Yes.
you, while Friedrich is taking his watch, have very vivid dreams all night.
Oh boy.
Of what you can remember. And the night you made a deal. And this, when all this chaos is happening, you're going to see everything that went on in full gory detail. And as soon as it's over, a shadow figure is going to step up out of the shadows of what chaos is left.
Don't remember what I saved you from, do you?
No.
You would like to keep it that way, and keep our pact as it is. And make sure you follow my directions. Or I'll let you know everything. And even worse, Steve. Understood. I'm asserted. Taking you up on what you offered. Don't make me ask for more.
Ruin just nods.
And that's how your night goes. All night. Just that one thing is repeating. Over and over and over.
Does he have any like physical reaction to it? Like, is he tossing and turning? Is he making any noises that maybe whoever's on watch would see or hear?
Give me a perception check.
Beverage perception. Dirty 20.
Yes.
Yeah, so you would see Ruin's kind of tossing and turning a little bit. Would Ruin be talking in his sleep?
I think I'm gonna like roll a that's cocked saving throw of some sort. That'd be I assume it would just be a wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
no.
not just a chaos die.
No.
Okay, so he's not talking. Okay. So we'll just say his face
But he's definitely like physically tossing and turning quite a bit.
Okay.
Doesn't look like he's in pain, just maybe not getting a good night's sleep.
no pain necessarily, unless you would like it to look like it's painful.
No, just not sleeping well. Just yeah.
Just
Tossing and turning fairly regularly.
restless night.
I'll just clock it and then go snuggle up beside Beatrice and try to get some shut eye.
Are you waking anyone up for the next watch?
Yeah, I thought we established I was waking Sheila up to switch
This
off.
is D&D. We don't establish anything unless we verbally say it.
I shake her and go, wake up!
And I just...
Buffy's
Wake
also
up!
gonna
Get out of bed and put on
punctuate.
makeup.
we just woke up
Exactly.
the whole camp.
Was
Anyway,
that-
it's your turn.
Velfie, it's fine, honey. Honey, baby, sweetie.
Huh?
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
okay.
Ugh. I'm gonna
Okay.
make the equivalent of what coffee is in Sardonia, and I'm gonna plop my happy ass right by the front doors and just kind of stare out into the dark.
Give me a perception check.
You got it, boss. We're gonna go with the happy dice. Fuck you. I got 19.
Very peaceful
Sorry.
night. The sphere's holding. You just hear the of like the breeze that's outside. Since you guys are technically on a lake, you're getting the breeze that comes from that. Other than that, it's very peaceful. Might be one of the most peaceful nights you guys have had in a while.
I love that.
But with that, you guys can click the long rest button.
No, thank God.
Long
I was
rest
like,
button.
"Oh,
Long
I need
rest."
button. Yay.
button."
Take long rest. Confirm.
Oops.
It's such a
Yeah.
satisfying feeling.
It really
It
is.
it is until my 17 extra hit points goes away.
Oh,
Well, I would offer to in the morning to sing the song again for you guys. I don't have to actually sing it, but I can like sing it.
Dang it.
get it.
It's up
So
to you, but thank you either way.
just
If you want to
or-
actually sing it, yes. If you want to just say that you sung it,
Whatever's best for you.
Well, okay. I'll just say a quick word of inspiration. How about that? No song, but my fellow order members, heed my call, for today we face darkness and uncertainty, but united we are a force to be reckoned with. Let doubt be banished and hope ignite our hearts. Together we'll craft an epic tale of bravery and valor. So raise your weapons high. We fight not for glory alone, but to inspire the world with heroism. Onward to victory.
Huzzah!
Let's go.
And you now have 7 temporary hit points. Close.
Nice.
get it.
So inspiring.
I just
I'm
words
extremely
cannot
inspired.
describe.
But with a long rest under your belt, your rations are running pretty low. You guys have at least 2 days of travel left until you get back home to Sydonea. Is there anything else you
Okay.
guys would like to do to spend your morning?
I think we have what, like
Right.
2 rations left now?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much
Hit the
just
road,
enough to
Jack.
get back, it seems.
Just enough to get back.
Alrighty.
We should have bought extra rations. Damn
I'm
it.
hungry like hippo.
We could always cut our rations, try to make them last a bit longer.
Are you
I
expecting
think
us
it
to run into
depends
that
on-
giant turtle, or are we just gonna go drop this off and take the turtle?
I think it depends on what we see on the way back to the city. I mean, if we see the turtle, we could pursue it.
I will not say no to the turtle.
I will also not say no to the turtle,
It's difficult to say no to a turtle.
especially a big one.
Especially if there's a house on the turtle's back. I mean, that's just.
And considering what we know now about rats, and then them potentially growing to a gargantuan size, maybe the turtle is something similar. Half thine as I pick up my crystal.
Oh, yes.
I'm
Hmm.
gonna grab my crystal and go heft side and then look at it and just be like, I'm sorry. I just feel so bad it cracked.
Pick up my crystal, say have fine, put it away.
Are we heading out?
Yeah, pick up my crystal
Let's do it.
and do the thing, and
Will somebody give me a roll for the day?
You don't want me to do it. I've been really
I'll do it. I'll do it since we were talking about puke. I'll look at my.
Oh, I
I'll
like
use
that
my
dice.
I'll use my die that kind of looks like it's made out of vomit.
Oh, I don't like that die anymore. I'm kidding.
What sort am I? Is it survival?
You're just giving me a straight D20 roll.
Oh, straight 10.
10. Cool.
A nice even 10.
Cool. All right. So, you guys pack up. You guys are heading back to Sydonea. Very overcast today. The colors that you guys can see are just very dull. Very dull. It's about what you guys normally see. Overcast, not raining, but you can't really see the sun.
It's like Seattle.
What is the
Ew.
vegetation like?
Bad.
Foresty. So you're kind of running through like it's not super dense here, but you're going through woods. You're going through a forest.
So I'm assuming it's something like winter since it's solstice, but is it like
It's like early fall.
dead, or does it look more or less natural?
It looks natural. Here looks natural. It's almost like a muted green, because it's almost like color doesn't really. Vibrant colors aren't really a thing. Everything's just kind of dull. But yeah, the trees are alive. They have leaves on them. They're probably starting to slightly turn colors because again, this is in early fall, where it's still warm but it gets a little chilly at night. But nothing looks dead. Not like winter would, at least. And you guys do have a very vast open lake behind the mansion.
I look at Velpy. Is it bad that I really just want to go jump in the lake?
I mean, considering that we haven't necessarily, bathed in about 3 days, I fully understand the feeling.
Can Sheila strip down to her bra and underwear and just go and jump in the lake really fast?
If you would like.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. Balls to the walls. Let's go.
Early fall jumping at a lake.
When really fall's the time to do it because the water's still a bit warm from summer.
Yeah.
It's spring you want to avoid because the air
Yeah,
feels warm,
that's-
but the water's cold.
That's fair.
Science.
I mean,
Yes.
I'm gonna let you do your thing, but
I'm gonna do the thing.
Go for it. You know what? I'll join you.
Yes.
I look over at the professor and I'm like, I'm not.
I'm just going to pull out a brush, start brushing Beatrice while they have their fun.
Oh no.
Oh.
She rolled a die.
I
So,
don't like that. I take it back.
There's the Kraken.
so you guys are jumping in the water?
I'm rolling die.
Yes.
Cool. So you guys just take off and jump in this. There's not really anywhere for you to really jump. It's more so like you have to wade in.
Done.
The water appears extremely dark. Like it's not like crystal blue waters or anything like that. It's very grayish and slimy, and it
Oh.
it's not a very pleasant feel on your toes.
Ooh.
I don't like this.
Hey.
I think this was
Yeah.
a bad idea. Does it smell?
It doesn't
Weird,
necessarily
bad?
smell.
Is it just stagnant water?
Not necessarily stagnant in the way that like a puddle would be, because this is a lake. It's pretty vast. It's wide open. Like you can't see. It's such a big lake you can't see land on the other side, but it's just dark.
I don't know, Sheila.
I don't know, Velfie. I think
It
this was
feels
a bad
weird.
idea.
Yeah.
Let's go get
Gi-
dressed. and
Give
get
me
going
a
for the
perception
day.
check.
Both of us, or
Yeah, both of you.
Like
This is my lucky number today. 7.
I'm standing over next to the professor and being like, this place would have been pretty
16.
nice before before everything went to crap.
Yeah, I agree. It almost makes you forget what all is going on out here.
Sheila, you don't see anything. Velfie, you see something like a darker blob just under the water, about 100 feet off or so.
Sheila, I
Velfie,
think we should go now.
you know what? I don't like the feel of this water. Yeah, let's go. And I'm just gonna turn around and just start casually walking back.
I'm going to go with a quicker pace because I noticed the blob. I'm going to say to Sheila, you might want to go just a little faster. Just a second.
Okay, but like, I'm gonna do the girl hold, and we're gonna start running.
So,
And I'm gonna
Yeah.
get back dressed, and we're gonna continue.
So, how was the lake?
It was a
So-
disappointment, Ruin. Something you're very familiar with. How's your morning?
Yeah, I'm familiar with disappointment. I've been working with you for 2 missions now.
That checks
Oh
out. Why do
my
you think I'm an
God.
orphan?
Just brushing my goat, minding my business in my lane.
Belfie is just full out like, oh. She's making faces.
Ruin and I are just casually walking by, like, this is fine.
Yeah, this is normal. This is what we do.
We're
I
just these
ship
kinds
it.
of people. Damn it.
Oh my god, like enemies to lovers.
I'll tell you what, as long as we're a throuple with Velfie, we're okay.
Oh my gosh.
Bum, bum, bum. I'm done. I'm sorry.
But one thing y'all would notice about the water, for it being just at the end of summer when water is supposed to be pretty warm, the water was not warm.
Did the
Selfie?
water now? Did the water look like? Because we could kind of like see the water from where we were, but we weren't like down at the lake, like
Mhm.
in the lake. Did it look anything like the water in the secret room that we were in? Like,
No, the water in the secret room you guys
Okay.
were in was like stagnant water.
Okay.
So it had almost like started turning green and icky. This water is just dark. Like a black void. And cold.
Did it? I'll ask Sheila and Buff. Did it move like water?
It was very
Was it thick?
It was very
was-
viscous.
slimy.
But
And
so,
there was a blob in the water.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Now you're telling me? I was.
I
in
didn't
that
want to
water.
freak you out
Too
too
late.
much,
Thank you.
but yes, there is definitely something in the water. So if we want to figure out what that is, I'm down to go back over there, but there was something in the water.
Like a creature?
All I saw was like a dark kind of blob underneath the water. I couldn't
it
make
was-
out a shape.
It was big.
It was big.
How far away from the lake are we right now?
Right now, you guys are, closer to the house, so not necessarily a decent way, but you guys aren't like right at the shoreline.
Are we within a stone's throw?
I'd
Ah.
say you were within a stone's throw.
Do I see any stones on the ground?
Give me a perception check.
Was it Ogo Pogo?
Or we?
Probably not. I got a 4.
I mean, you see a lot of rocks, but they're a little too big for you to necessarily chuck.
Are we? We're within 120 feet roughly of the lake.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, then Ruin's just gonna fire an eldritch blast into the lake. Not aiming at a particular thing, just kind of like we're trying to see if it's gonna do a thing.
Okay, you guys
Nope.
you're just aiming Eldritch Blast at the top of the water.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Just popping off around, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Your Eldritch
I mean-
Blast is gonna go across this, like, it's almost like a black lake. And everything is just gonna go and you are going to then see closer, like towards the depths of it, this shadowy tendril thing is going to shoot up, grasp it, and yank it back down.
Like the eldritch blast that I fired.
It's going to like hit it and bring it back down.
I think we should walk.
There's your
away.
blob.
There, yep. We have fucked around. I do not want to find out. Let's go.
Bye, Ogo.
We found out enough. Yeah.
And everything is quiet.
I'm gonna call that a nope. And we're gonna
Yep,
yeet us
I
the
say we
yeet us out of
continue
here.
on our way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does a 10 hit?
Me?
Any of you actually?
Nerd, no.
No.
Close.
Close. You're going to start seeing like that black tendril thing that you guys just saw. It almost like scoops something up off the bottom, brings it up, and chucks it back at the shoreline.
Nope, 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 nope,
Yeah,
nope, 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 nope.
let's speed up. Horses
Yep,
go.
let's continue on. Here we go,
Damn
making
it,
our way.
Ruin.
Like, nope.
I mean,
Hey, a rock would have done the same thing.
Who was gonna
Agreed.
throw a
Yeah.
rock?
The thought crossed my mind. Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Thank you, Ruin. You solved a little mystery for us.
And little black spindles are going to start coming from whatever just reached out.
So
Are
like
you
we're
guys-
still moving
I was
away
about to ask,
from the
are you
lake.
moving?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
said
we're
that.
moving.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
we're
moving.
moving.
Fast as
Okay.
fuck, boy.
While you guys are
The more
running
stuff
away,
that I-
another tendril is going to come over, and it's about the size of a house. And it is going to
Oh.
level where the mansion was.
Well,
Yep. And we just keep moving.
And we're just keeping moving. All right. Is there anything you
I
guys...
don't want to fight that bitch.
I'm not going in the lake.
Or do we?
No.
We can always run away. That's what Vana has told us twice now, I believe.
It is,
Fight
yes.
another day.
With the mansion
That
no
could have
longer
been y'all.
existing.
That could have been y'all.
That was almost us because of you.
I mean, you guys could have continued into the lake and it would have been just you.
I know,
I
but
mean-
it was slimy and gross, and I had noped out of that just by texture.
We got what we needed out of the mansion. It's not like we needed the mansion.
Yeah.
Thank God.
If
we didn't
anything,
decide
maybe it
to go
won't draw
swimming
attention
before.
to it further.
That is true.
But as you guys travel away from the destroyed mansion, is there anything you guys would like to do on your days of travel? Or day of travel?
Not swim in the fucking lake.
Not swim in random lakes in a.
Listen, we just it was a little source of joy, okay? It was just with the little amount of joy that we get, let us have this. But we couldn't even have that.
Nope.
Because there was something in there.
You have to find those little moments in life. I agree.
But you know what? I would have always wondered what that lake would have felt like, and now I know when I go home, it's not worth it. I'm never going to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a pool somewhere in Sydonea.
I don't think they have pools. Well, do they?
Not that you
Does
know
my
of.
apartment have a pool? Damn it.
Baths.
You have a
House, yeah.
bathtub. Yeah. You could have one.
Not the same.
You have the technology to construct
We could put
a
slime in
body
it.
of water
feel
to
like
swim
it.
in.
All right, Ruin, when we get back, I want you to build me a pool. Okay.
Sure.
Good chat. Let's go. Pip, pip, cheerio.
So
Wait,
So
have we
at-
heard the turtle?
Nope.
Damn it.
No bell. No turtle. Nothing out of the
Ding.
ordinary that you haven't seen before.
Belfie's
That's
just
fine with me.
she's got her lute out. She's just slightly strumming a little song.
And the day goes on. Very nice after that encounter this morning. Sun starts to, you see it rise. You see it get to the center of the sky. And then it falls. Or starts to.
So we should make camp. The day has just gotten
Yeah,
away from
let's-
us.
Is there a clearing somewhere?
What do our
relatively-
surroundings look like?
Yeah.
Same as they did when you guys were coming in, except there's not as many puzzles anymore. So you guys are on a road, forest on either side.
So, sleeping in the forest again?
Sleeping
we have
in the
much choice.
forest.
Somebody want to give me a survival check?
I rolled a 19.
You're easily able to find a spot to camp off to the side. It's actually where you guys slept the night before. That was really peaceful, not with the scary spider people. So you guys actually find your old campsite.
Hey, this spot looks
Sorry.
familiar.
Good
hey!
deal.
We're going to set up camp here again.
Okay, so you guys are setting up camp. How are you guys doing that?
Probably by putting our crystals up.
Mm-hmm.
With the horses
Yeah.
inside.
Mm-hmm.
And do we want to do it like around a tree again? So we have a tree that could possibly be climbed into if somebody, or if we need to.
If
Do you
someone
think?
wants to
Yeah,
just
something
magically spider
strategic.
walk up a tree
Yeah.
without letting us know that they have this kind of freaky
yeah,
ability.
I keep
If
my
some-
secrets.
If some deceptively dexterous professor wants to.
Are you drinking
Climb a
wine,
tree?
Professor?
Or perchance. Yes. I am, and I would like a tree if it's possible.
Yeah, y'all can have a tree in the middle. So you guys get everything set up.
So we get it. Yep, we get the crystals out.
Have thine
We
Hold
have
the
thine
tree.
around a tree.
with the animals inside of the
With the animal,
shield,
yeah.
So as normal, the sphere encases and it it goes all the way around the tree, but leaves like it doesn't cut through the tree. You know what I mean? So you guys have a nice little sphere, a tree in the center, and you guys can get ready for bed. How do you guys want to do that?
Question
Mhm.
for the DM. Wounds in this world, do they like heal very quickly, or do I have to tend to it for a certain amount of days so it doesn't get infected?
Nah, long rest pretty much resets you, unless
perfect.
otherwise stated.
Okay, perfect.
Do
I'm
we
just
do,
doing
do
my-
we see anything with the, where Sheila was bitten?
You can give me a
No
perception
black
check.
marks.
Can I do the same?
Yeah.
Can I do?
Oh yeah, me too.
Are you trying to
Can
be
we-
Can I-
sneaky about it, or are you kind of open?
I was actually going to ask if I could look at it from a medical perspective.
Yeah. So give me a medicine check at advantage. Sheila, are you trying to hide it?
No.
I
They
guess
know
I would
I got
ask
bit.
first. Can I take a look and maybe see how you're faring? How do you feel? Do you feel any
I-
different?
I feel good. I feel rested. I don't feel any different. Like, it's a little stiff. Like, I can definitely tell I had a wound there, but nothing that would hinder my movement or my abilities per se right off the bat. I'm going to take off whatever shirt I was wearing and just have my undershirt. That way they can get a full view of it.
That's a
Swear to
for
God,
me
I'm
it
not
was
trying
a
to get
for
naked.
me it was a natural 20. Would be a 23.
I got a natural 20 on medicine for 24.
I got
Hey,
Couple of eagle eyes.
Belfie, you should check me out.
I got a 4.
Yeah.
It's a
I look
group check.
great.
It evens.
It's a group check. Yeah, no, everything seems fine with it. It just looks like, something bitter. Like you ever have a dog
just
bite.
it was just a nasty bite.
But nothing like, it's not inflamed. There's not like different vein colors or anything.
Nothing that would make you think it was infected.
Will I live to see another day, Doc?
It looks like a flesh
You're-
wound, for lack of a better word. It doesn't appear to be inflamed, infected, or spreading, and you feel good. So all good signs.
Hold on, are you saying it's just a flesh wound?
For now, it appears to be just a flesh wound.
And it has started to get dark at this point. And as you guys are having this conversation, you just
Sheila,
hear,
put your clothes back on.
at this point you hear and your sphere turns red and Sheila's crystal breaks
No!
from the crack that you
Oh,
got
I
in it
fucked
from
up.
last session. When you gave it to the hand and it squeezed it cracked it. And at this point it just finishes the crack. You just hear and then you will see as the sphere is coming down, something hits it. Something hits the other side. I need you all to roll initiative.
What the?
There's no talking our way out of
Barfik Nugan.
combat again.
I was gonna ask if does this shield sort of reform itself with 3 points?
You would have to do the whole thing over again.
I got
You
a
don't have time
22.
to-
Hey,
I got a 19.
15.
initiative,
rolled
you
really
say?
well.
What did you get, Bruin?
15. 1-5.
What'd you get, Friedrich?
16.
Sheila, you got a 15, right?
No, 19.
All right, and let's go ahead and get this set up. Velfie, you were going to be up first, then Sheila, then these 2 things that are in front of Friedrich, and then Friedrich, Ruin, and then this lovely guy back here.
Damn, they rolled high. Okay.
The
Damn straight they did.
All right.
the thing in the back makes me unsettles me.
I'm
very
very
much.
excited. All right, so Velfie, these things are like they've started attacking and like floating around the circle, and they're just hitting it, and they are waiting for this shield, this sphere, to come down completely. What are you doing while this is happening?
Okay. Hold on. 1 second. I need to read So I am going to take my pipes of haunting out,
Mhm.
and I am going to play it, and all the people and the animals that are friendly to me will not be impacted by it.
Okay.
Just want to throw that out there. But anything that isn't, and hold on, let's see, it's in 30 feet. So that I think is the first two. These two guys.
Okay.
Will be impacted because it's a 30-foot radius.
Yep.
They need to, let's see. Each creature within 30 feet that hears you must succeed on a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or become frightened of you for 1 minute.
Okay. So wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
So the first one fails with a 14.
Okay.
And the next one fails with a 12. So they are both scared of you as you play
For
these
1 minute.
pipes of haunting. So they are frightened and they cannot come closer to you or attack you without being at disadvantage. Perfect. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your go?
And as a bonus action, I will cast Bardic Inspiration on the professor.
Okay.
Huzzah! I feel inspired. Is that a D6?
Yes, 1d6. And that's for 10 minutes.
Thank you.
And that completes my turn.
Perfect. All right. So they are scared of you currently, so they are not going to get any closer. But you're just going to hear this hiss come from them. And as you guys are next to them and, frightening them and everything, you'll also hear just these whispers coming through. Like you can't quite make out what they're saying. Sheila, you are up with the whispering people on deck.
I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt.
Chaos Bolt. Okay, let's go.
So, I rolled a 4.
Mm-hmm. That is not going to hit. But would you like to describe what your Chaos Bolt looks like?
So, my Chaos Bolt is going to be kind of a mixture of blue and purple and pink and green, just kind of like all like what I would feel the elements as colors. And as I shoot it from my hands, it's just kind of like this weird rainbow effect.
Okay.
It's chaos.
It's absolute chaos. Okay. So yeah, as you create this spell, this Chaos Bolt that's all these pretty colors and rainbow, it's just going to go wide and hit the tree next to it. And these whispers that it's creating just get really loud for you. And that's all you can hear. And would you like to do with anything else on your turn?
By bonus action, no. I'm good.
All right, so it is now their go. They cannot get any closer to Velfi. They're going to go into the shadows and hide. And if you are trying to perceive them, I will need a stealth check. Or not a stealth check, a perception check.
So we lose vision of them.
Unless you perceive them.
Is that everybody?
Is it an action to perceive, or can we roll it now?
You can roll it now.
14, bitches!
I don't see
No
shit.
way. I'm
8.
sorry.
I got a nat 20.
Also a 14.
Velfi, you can see both of them where they are.
Okay.
If you rolled lower than a 10, you can't see them at all. Ruin, you can see where this guy is.
Okay.
Okay. Because I rolled the same as Ruin, so I assume I can still see that same guy.
Yeah, so if you rolled the same, you can still see him. But Shadow 2,
Why do you gotta copy
he's
me,
gone.
Ruin?
He just disappears into the night. And with that, Friedrich, you're up.
Okay. To my knowledge, our enemy
Are
has
these
disappeared.
squares? Are these squares 5 feet, or
They are.
Are they 10 feet? Or 5 feet? Okay.
So I'm not naive enough to think that they've completely gone away, but I don't know where they are. So in preparation, I'm going to use my action to touch my shoulder, and then similar to what you saw the day before we proceeded into the basement, there's a faint sort of purple flashing glow around me, just one pulse, and I cast mage armor on myself.
Okay, and that increases your armor.
That increases my AC by it makes it 15.
Okay.
Exactly how it does it is it becomes 13 plus my dex modifier, which is +2. So my AC is 15 for the next 8 hours.
Okay.
But it's an action.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my action.
That's your action.
I don't have any bonus actions, but I am going to use a bit of movement just to back up 5 feet here, closer to the campfire. Maybe the light of the fire can help me see them a bit better. That's what I'm thinking in my head, maybe, but I don't see anything right now. What did it look like when did I see them move off into the shadows?
You would have seen them leave towards the trees, but after that, you have no idea.
Okay, so I'm just gonna pull my wand out and just sort of, it's not an action, it's just more of a, Friedrich has his wand out, he's ready to do something.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
That'll be it.
All right, and it's Friedrich, or Ruin's turn, excuse me. Ruin and then the thing in the back.
Okay, so Ruin is not. Well, I'm not going to make the mistake and move forward right now because I don't want to. I want to try to keep them as far away as possible. I'm going to the one that I can see. I'm going to attempt to Eldritch Blast him because I've got 120-foot range.
Okay, so you're going to Eldritch Blast the first one that you can see?
Yeah.
All right.
The only thing that I can see outside of...
Give it a go.
Nope. Unless a 11...
Barely
hits.
misses.
And then I will... So, whereabouts would our crystals be, like the ones that are still functional?
The ones that are still functional would probably be... yours would probably be about 10 feet behind you.
Okay. Then I will probably move back towards my crystal.
Okay.
Just so I have to make sure that I've got it accessible.
Okay.
Which would mean I'd go right about there. I'm not going to quite move to it because I don't want to completely leave camp, but and that is my turn because I don't have anything else that I can do. There's nothing that I particularly want to do with my bonus action.
Okay. It is now the scary thing in the back that a lot of you guys probably haven't noticed yet. It is going to cast Paralyzing Ray on the first thing it sees, which is Friedrich. Friedrich, I need you to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Oh, buddy, that's not. I don't think that's gonna happen. Let's see. Is 9 greater than 14?
It is not. You are now paralyzed.
You do still have your inspiration.
But you do have inspiration.
It's early. Hit me with the paralyze. What does it do?
Paralyzed means you are incapacitated and can't move or speak.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
You automatically fail strength and dexterity saving throws, and attacks against you have advantage.
Am I prone?
You are paralyzed.
So can't move or
I
speak.
think you were, yeah.
And any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit.
But I still have an action, right?
You are incapacitated. You cannot
never
do
mind.
anything.
I'm not if I'm incapacitated. How long does it last?
It lasts until you break out of it. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. Any of the effects on a success.
And it's always a 14.
It's always going to be a 14, yes.
Okay. Well, You see Friedrich go, "Ay!" and then sort of fall over like a stiff board.
So with that,
Right into the fire.
oh god,
Ay is the last thing I get out because I'm assuming everything is paralyzed, vocal cords and
Yeah.
everything, and I'm just staring wide-eyed up into the forest ceiling.
So, and this thing that shot it, the beam that it has is this dark, like blackish purple beam that just hits Friedrich directly in the chest. And then you guys just watch him fall over, and it is now Velfi's turn.
Did we just
Okay.
see? We just saw like a black purple beam come out of the forest.
You
We
did.
didn't see the thing.
You didn't see the thing.
Okay.
You just saw
Yeah,
me get my
that's-
shit rocked out of nowhere.
We just saw the professor go.
I guess I will try to attack. Let's see. I'll attack this guy,
Okay. for
and
it.
I will do vicious mockery.
Okay.
So I am going to point my finger at that guy,
Mhm.
and I am going to say, "You are a shit-covered rag, and you stink."
Damn.
And it's a
All
DC
right.
13, right?
Yeah.
It's a 13 wisdom, right? Yeah, it
13
fails.
wisdom, yeah.
It fails. It got a 12.
Okay, so it's going to take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Of psych damage.
3 points of psychic damage. Perfect.
That's a lot of therapy. It's okay.
All right, and you will also, or it has disadvantage now because of that, because it passed. So any attack it makes will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
All right, so they're going to try to break out of there because they can't really move closer because they're frightened. They're going to try to break out of this. Oh, I'm sorry, Sheila, you are now up. Then it's their turn.
I'm gonna try to cast Chaos Bolt again
Okay.
at second level.
Okay.
Let's go. Nat 20.
Nat 20. All right, take
Hey.
your die for your damage and double it.
2d8. 2d8. That's a d12. 10.
10. Nice. All right. So this chaos bolt hits this shadow,
that-
and it almost like goes directly through it, and you just see like where the shadows were is just a hole, and it's trying to put itself back together, but it's doing so very, very slowly.
And I think I want it to be fire damage.
Fire damage.
Yeah, because it sounds like I can choose like the element that it is. The number rolled on the dice determines the attack damage as shown below. Oh, so I rolled a 5 and then I doubled it, so it's lightning.
Okay. You will notice this doesn't do as much damage as you thought it did.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. So lightning doesn't do shit to it. Okay.
But you will notice that there is a
Fine,
little
bro.
hole where that lightning struck,
Okay. So now I know.
and it's just gonna at you.
I don't like that.
It's whispering at you.
Okay, and that's gonna end my turn. I'm gonna cast. Okay. Perfect.
Okay. And now it's these shadows' turn. So they're going to back away. And they're going to use a bonus action to hide. And all right. So if you'd like to see where they are, just let me know. And they're going to use the end of their turn to try to break out of this frightened stage of Velfi. And they both break out with a 13 and a nat 20. They are no longer frightened of Velfi.
Dang it.
And you're just going to
Okay,
hear
Velfie, I think you're very scary.
it's just going to go quiet.
So I assume the circle is gone then at this point? Like the bubble is gone?
The sphere, yeah, it's gone.
Okay. So we'd have to
Yep.
or grab the rest of
You'd
the
have to reset it up. But with that, it is now Friedrich's turn. What are you doing?
I don't think I can do anything except try to break
You
out.
can try to break out.
I'll try to break out. Here we go. Natural 20 plus 1 for 21.
Nice. That is that you're out, but that was your turn because you can do it at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
Would you like to
Okay, so-
use your movement though to go anywhere?
Can I use my movement?
I'll let you use your movement.
I like to stand up, which I think is half my
Mm-hmm.
movement. So I'm down to 15 now.
Mhm.
And honestly, I don't know where these things are at all.
Nope.
And I
Find
don't
the
have.
crystals.
I don't
Get the
have.
shield back up.
Yeah, do I see the crystals anywhere?
They're where you put them earlier, but you cannot do anything to pick them up.
Can I move towards?
You can move towards it, sure.
One of them.
Yeah.
Where would one of
Yours
them
would be
for example?
10 feet closer to where they were. So 10 feet in front of you. 10 feet north.
So like up here.
Yep.
I'll do it. I'll stand by the crystal.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. With that, Ruin, you were up with the thing hiding in the forest on deck.
So is it would it be an action to pick up the crystal?
would be.
Or I think 'cause I wouldn't be able to see them. They're that far back into the forest, and this thing hasn't made itself visible yet.
You can always try to perceive it.
I guess I'll make a perception check to see if I can see any of the things that are particularly the thing that made the professor go Yeet! That is a 15, I believe. 15?
Yeah, you see it. It is this big circle with tentacles with eyeballs at the end, but they're all glazed over. But it's sitting there, and all of its
Yeah.
attention is directed to where all this sound is coming from.
Good. So I would kind of, I guess I would just point out, like, audibly let everybody know that there's a thing over in the woods, and I'm going to, I don't know if I have the range to, thank God for the range on Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna shoot at the zombie thing.
Okay.
Or the thing in the woods. Then is that a 15? 15?
Meets it, beats it.
Hey, 7 damage.
7 damage? Awesome. You're just going to hear a as you hit it, and it takes note of where that sound came from. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Like anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Sounds like Ruin's snoring.
Okay, it's the thing in the woods that's snoring. I'm going to move just to give myself more range from said thing. I think I'm going to move over here. I know where my crystal is, but I'm going to move over in this direction just so I'm create some space.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's it.
Make me a stealth check while you're trying to move away.
Okay. I'm super stealthy, but not that stealthy. That's a 10.
Don't be suspicious.
It got a
locked.
nat 20 and knows exactly where you are. And it is
Okay.
going to cast a fear ray directly in your direction, and I need a DC 14 wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save, you say? Oh, that's a 5.
Yeah, you are now frightened of this thing, and you can make another check to get out whenever it is the end of your turn, but you will have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls against the frightened thing you're frightened against.
Against the thingy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, the thing in the woods.
The thing in the
I'm
woods.
afraid of the thing in the woods, if that wasn't already obvious.
The thing in the woods is scary. And that is
The
actually
thing in the woods is scary.
going to be the end of its turn, and you're going to just, like, it's almost like you hear these whispers of people you would have known before. Everything went to shit, and it's just
Oh yeah, then I'm
screaming.
definitely, yeah.
And with that, it is now Velfie's turn. Velfie, what would you like to do?
Okay. Where is my crystal?
Your crystal would be 10 feet behind you, to the west, or to the east, excuse me.
So, like here?
Yep.
Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to move to my crystal,
Okay.
which is right there.
Mhm.
And I am going to say Hefine.
Okay. It does.
Try to reactivate it.
It sparks up, but does nothing else.
Okay. So was that my action?
That would have been an action.
Okay. And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Bardic Inspiration
Okay.
on Ruin.
Awesome.
Oh, good. That's added to attack or save, right?
To
Yeah.
one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Oh, neat.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Velfie?
That shall be it.
Okay. Sheila, you are on deck, or up with the shadows on deck.
I would like to cast Firebolt. Or actually, I have not rolled to perceive where they are.
You
yet.
have no idea where
Should
they're
I
at.
do that?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to perceive.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
You
I
have
no
no idea where any of them are.
Can I hold my turn until I hear
Yeah,
one of them?
You sure can.
Okay.
So until you
I'm
hear
gonna
one
hold
of
my
them.
turn until I can hear and get an idea of what direction they are in.
Okay. Would you like to use your bonus action or anything, or move?
I would like to move. Let's move me right there.
Okay. Cool. Perfect. Anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that is everything.
All right. And with that is now the shadows go, and the closest person to them is Friedrich. So they are both
Hell yeah.
going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh, they go together?
They are going together, and they are both going to attack you.
Do they have to roll stealth
Bruh.
checks so I can figure out where they are?
You would be able to see them at this point. They have come back out. They're no longer frightened. They are surrounding Friedrich, and they are going to make an attack. One is a nat 1, and the other one's a 5. So I do not think that they actually hit.
So, against my better interest, because they have me surrounded, don't they have advantage on the attack? Or one engages with me, the other would have advantage? If I'm not mistaken.
Technically, they are flanking.
Yeah, I mean, that's not good for me, but I'm
Yeah.
a rule follower.
The other one
If
got
we're
a
gonna be able to do
16.
it. Yeah.
You see what does the attack look like?
So what they're going to do is drain you. They're going,
Oh,
like, you're almost going to
okay.
see like a,
Just kidding. I let it happen. No.
you're almost going to see like a Dementor's kiss. Like they're going to get really close, and they're just going to basically start sucking your essence out.
And as they go to drain me, you see all of a sudden a blinding purple flash. And it's pushed back as I cast Shield,
Okay.
which raises my AC by 5, up to 20,
Up to 20, so it doesn't hit.
as a reaction.
So since they're getting pushed back, we're going to say that they get pushed back at least 5 feet because that blast comes at them.
It doesn't actually push them back. It was more of a role playing to just show that, like, I shielded
Oh,
myself.
okay.
It doesn't physically push
It doesn't
them
physically
in the
push
game.
him, okay. But since one of them did roll a nat 1, we're going to see if he hits the other guy. And he does. And so
Oh, it beats a 20.
that is going, so our other guy is going to take 6 damage.
So I duck and they kiss
and they
each other.
kiss each other. Yeah, when you duck and you cast shield, they basically kiss each other, and one just sucks the essence out of the other one.
One sucks on the other one.
Yep.
This just got really. This is
Ooh, woo.
Order of Narvosc
It's like-
after hours.
But with that, Friedrich, you are now up.
Professor Friedrich's looking up at two Dementors making out.
Playing tonsil hockey right
yeah.
over my head. Go ahead. Yeah, because I'm not.
Question
I'm-
for the DM: how
waiting.
does holding my action work?
So you heard
Now that I
them.
can see
Do you want to
them.
attack them now?
Okay. Did I hear them or do I just see them?
That would be considered the same thing. Yeah, you
Can I
see them
attack
if you would like to. Yeah.
now? Yes.
Okay. Which one are you going after?
I would like to cast Firebolt. On. Can I? If I click on it, can you see it? Can I click the one right in front of the green sleeping bag
Okay. So the.
to the left?
All right. Perfect. So dude number 1, Firebolt.
Firebolt, and I rolled a 15.
That hits. Roll your damage.
I rolled a 3
Okay.
for damage.
For damage, you will notice that if Firebolt is fire, right?
Yes.
You will notice it doesn't do quite as much damage as you thought it would.
Okay. So we know that it doesn't react with lightning or fire. Gonna be useless.
And with that, it is now Ruin's turn. Well, Friedrich, you went and cast.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, you
I
didn't go.
get their
Never mind.
turn.
Friedrich and then Ruin.
Sorry, Ruin. Or sorry, Frederick.
Did has either one of them taken damage?
One has. Well, actually, no, they both have.
Okay, so the one to my right, as I sort of dodge out of the way and let them attack each other, I flick my wand, say a brief little incantation, and you see this large sort of ghastly bell again appear over one of them and drop onto it as I cast Toll the Dead on the one to my right.
Okay.
It's a spell attack. No, never mind. Wrong move. Chill Touch is what I wanted to cast. So it's a skeletal hand as opposed to a bell. Retcon your minds to see the skeletal hand. That's actually an attack roll. I'm going to add Bardic Inspiration. No, I'm going to use my Inspiration, actually.
Okay.
Because I got a 5. I'm going to re-roll it. So that would have been a 10 to hit, which I don't think hits. 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Okay, it takes 1d8, but let me ask, is it undead?
It is.
If it's undead, it also has disadvantage on attack rolls against me until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Damage-wise, it takes only 3 points of necrotic damage.
You will notice that damage does nothing.
Nothing. Okay. But it still has the effect of having
Yeah.
disadvantage on attack rolls, only against me.
So you're just going to see the shadowy face. It's got like a nose and like eye sockets, but they're all just completely like black voids as it just turns its head and just stares at you. And you just hear whisper.
And you know what? It gets my better in. Well, first of all, let me refresh because I'm not seeing the same thing you are. But after I refresh, I know I may get attacked, but I would like to move away from them.
That will give them an opportunity to attack.
Yep, both of them. I'm going to back up to all the way right beside Sheila.
Okay. And they are both going to make an attack at disadvantage against you.
Only one of them has disadvantage.
Only one. All right. The first one with the disadvantage got a 19 to hit.
With
With
disadvantage?
disadvantage, you rolled a 15 and a 19.
Fuck me. That hit, yep.
All right. That is going to be... You only take 6.
Wait, disadvantage. Wouldn't that be like they take the lower number?
Yeah. You rolled a
Or is
6,
it
or 15
15
and a
plus
19.
4?
Oh, the
You
plus
plus
15
added
is
4.
plus 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm dumb. Never mind. Ignore me.
No, I thought the same thing. So how much?
I was like, math?
You take 6 necrotic damage.
6 necrotic.
And your strength is decreased by 2.
Ha! My strength can't get much lower anyway. So my actual strength
Your actual
stat is
strength
decreased by 2?
stat is decreased
Okay.
by 2.
That's good. I know what that drops the modifier to.
You're a little
For how
noodle.
long?
Until a long rest.
Okay. What about the other one? Did it hit me?
We're about to roll for it. The other one rolled an 18 on the die.
That'll do it.
And you were going to take another 6
Of necrotic.
of necrotic.
Okay.
I see it coming.
And your strength score again is going to drop by 4.
So 2 and then 4.
Mhm.
So it's -6 so far.
Mhm.
Okay, I know what the modifier is for that too, and it's shite.
All right.
Ruh-roh.
That'll. I guess I have a bonus action, but no, that'll be my turn.
Ruin, it is your go.
So I can't save until the end of my turn from the fear thing, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Then I'm going to both of the guys have been damaged.
Yep, they have.
Okay. Then I'm going to pick the one right if I the one I guess closer to me,
Okay.
the one above the rolled
this
up
guy.
bedroll there.
Oh, well, this one. Never mind.
Yeah, that
Gotcha.
one. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to, as a bonus action, I'm going to use Hexblade's Curse
Okay.
him so I can do a little bit of extra damage, and he's a little easier to hit. And then I'm going to see if I can hit him
Get it.
with an Eldritch Blast, because I'm not going to move forward, because that would be moving towards the thing that had... that is a... basic math. 17 to hit.
That hits.
So it's a D. How do I lose a D10 every time that it just disappeared? It went into the void. Oh, it's literally right in front of me. Never mind. That is 8. So 14 force damage.
How would you like to do this?
I just want to, just blast through him, and it just kind of, hits the tree behind him.
So yeah, the force of this Eldritch Blast, the power of it, the shadow is just going to just almost explode into nothing but smoke. And this guy and that guy's gone. And you leave a little singe mark in the tree behind it.
I have to look at... Okay, so I would become a little bit more healed, but
Okay.
I haven't lost any hit points, so...
Is there anything else you like to do on your turn?
And then well, I can't move towards my crystal, because that would technically be moving towards the thing that I'm afraid of. So I'm going to attempt to not be afraid anymore.
Get it.
Somebody come here.
That's wisdom,
Yep.
right?
Wisdom.
19.
You were no longer scared of it.
Yeah.
Yep. You were no longer afraid of it.
Yeah. I'm no longer
Scared.
afraid of the thing in the woods.
I ain't no scared.
Perfect. And with that, the thing you were scared of is now up. And it's going to hear all of the attacks coming from the blue sleeping bag. And it's going to try and hit. So let's see. It is going to cast something called an Innervation Ray. And I need you, Sheila, to make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw.
Are you?
Is it an AoE attack? Or is it just
It's
Sheila?
just going for Sheila.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, you
Holy
save.
shit.
Heyo.
I shit you not.
Nice.
So you will take half damage instead. And you are going to
Okay.
take 15 damage.
Oh,
That's 7 or 8, right?
Oh no, that's 15.
Oh, that's
no, 15 is the half.
It's already
15 is the
halved.
half.
My
Okay.
stars.
Jesus.
And that is going to be necrotic damage.
Fuck me in half.
This
Okay.
dark purple energy
yeah,
is going
it
to.
did fuck you in half.
And for those of
did.
you who have been able to perceive it so far, shoot out of a random eye and shoot directly at Sheila with this purple dark ray that just looks like it's got ice almost coming from it and frost and just ugh. And it's gonna just hit you really, really hard in the chest.
Ah! I just take the hit.
I will say I like pointed in the direction, like said there's a thing over in the woods about, like at the time it was like 80 feet away, but
I'm a little preoccupied, Ruin.
yeah.
And that is going to be its turn. Velfie, you are now up.
Okay. Can I perceive this guy?
Yes, give me a perception check.
Okie That is a natural 20, 22.
Yes, you can see him. And it's this
Sick.
Yeah.
almost like it's like a ball shape, and it's got these tentacles coming off with eyeballs on each of it and a big eye in the center, and they're all glazed over.
Okay. I am going to point my finger in that direction,
Okay.
right into glazed over eyes, and I'm going to say, laugh, laugh, laugh with all your might, for I have cast a spell that will make you laugh all night. I cast a vicious mockery.
All right.
Or not, sorry, not vicious mockery. Hideous laughter.
Hideous laughter.
Yeah.
It fails with a 3. So
Sorry.
it doesn't laugh. There's no like laughing sound. But it just goes still. Like very still.
Like
Okay.
is it like somebody that laughs silently,
Yeah, like no chuckle.
like a
or
like
anything.
mouth open but no noise?
Yeah, so its mouth is just like,
You just hear it say, "That's so funny."
and it's just stuck.
Like oh my god, that is hilarious.
And for my bonus action, Ruin, I believe you do not have bardic inspiration, correct?
You inspired me last time.
I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Who doesn't?
I have it still.
I believe Sheila is the only one that isn't inspired by you yet.
Oh, yes. Okay, I will cast bardic inspiration on Sheila.
Thank you.
That's it.
I'm so inspired now.
Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
That is the end of your turn. All right, Sheila, you are up with the shadow on deck.
Alrighty, I'm gonna cast Acid Splash.
Okay.
Actually, so this goes 60 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Is each one of these squares 5 or 10?
They're 5.
They're 5. I'm gonna cast Acid Splash
Okay.
on that bitch.
Okay.
Okay? Because I know where it's at. It hit me, right? Yeah. I have an idea.
Yeah, you have an idea.
Okay. I'm gonna roll. That was an 18.
That hits.
Fuck yeah. Mwah. Okay. Sorry, that was weird. We're gonna roll a d6. That was a 3.
That was a 3.
That was a 3.
All right. So it took that 3 damage, and it's just still standing, like, not standing, floating there with its mouth hanging wide open and just staring straight ahead. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your
I
turn?
don't like this thing. No. Well, actually, what do I have for healing potion?
I think we all had a healing potion.
Can I take my healing potion? I think I have just a standard regular healing potion, not like a greater or anything.
Yep, so bonus action for that, and just roll for it.
So that was a 3 and a 2. So 5 plus 2?
2d4
So 7?
plus
4 plus 4.
2d4 plus 2.
2. 2d4 plus 2.
7.
So 7.
Okay. And that is my turn.
Okay. And with that, now it is the Shadow's turn, and it is going to go for the closest person for it or near it, which is Sheila. And it is going to
Son of a bitch.
try and attack you. So let's see if that is going to hit or not. And that is going to be a 15 plus 4 to hit.
That hits.
That hits. All right. That means
It's like a freight train.
we're going to take 11 necrotic. And your strength score is going to go down by 1 as it gets really close to your face. And all you hear is the and it's going to suck, like almost like you can see like your essence coming into its mouth. That is going to be its turn.
You're doing so good.
Friedrich, you're up.
I am definitely up.
Oh, Friedrich really likes the battle. Okay.
So Sheila looks a bit worse for the wear, and
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
she's just
this
had the
thing in
essence
front of
sucked
us.
out of her. That can wear anybody out.
I'm gonna need a Powerade.
action.
We're
Okay,
grown-ups.
well, I feel like we need to do some type of damage to this thing in front of us. So I am going to.
Force damage seems to be okay.
One, I saw this giant ray come out of the forest and hit Sheila. I'd like to move slightly away from that.
Thanks.
I'm
I'd like to back the fuck up.
gonna move back here or so, about 15 feet away. And then you see Friedrich stick his wand out. And let's see, what is this? Is it verbal? Yes, you hear a slight little incantation before a green ray of this kind of bubbling sludge shoots out of the end of the wand as I cast Ray of Sickness at level 2 on this thing. And that is an attack roll.
Okay.
It's an 18 plus 5, 23 to
Yep,
hit.
that hits. What's your damage?
Okay, it takes 3d8 of poison damage. So that's 6 plus 5 plus 6. 17 points of poison damage.
It's just still sitting there with its mouth wide open. And it looks like nothing happened to it.
It looks like nothing happened to it.
Like poison doesn't do anything.
Scheisse.
It acts like it didn't even get hit.
Did it even turn to look at me or anything?
It's just still sitting there.
Okay, well that's bad.
A couple of its eyeballs might have twitched.
The shadow thing's what we're talking about, right?
Oh, I thought you were hitting the thing out in the
No, I was the thing by Sheila. The thing by Sheila. No.
Never mind. How much damage was that?
It was 17.
Actually,
And it was a 23 to hit.
it still hits, but it's still sucking on Sheila's face right now. I did not do anything.
We're just sucking face.
No,
No
as far as I can
nope.
tell, it didn't seem to damage it at all.
Poison does. Looks like poison did not do anything to it.
And
Okay,
I like
Friedrich
it.
is deep in thought right now. But it's the end of Friedrich's turn, so I'll just continue thinking, and that'll be my turn.
With that, Ruin, you're up.
I'm gonna attempt to Eldritch Blast the thing sucking on Sheila.
Okay. Roll to hit.
20. That's a 22.
That
to hit.
hits.
Ooh. That is 5 force damage.
It's looking pretty holy. It's got like it's got little spots on it that just like the shadows just can't get back together. But you still hear the
That's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay.
I don't have anything else that I can. Yep.
With that, it's the thing in the woods' turn, and it's just going to try to get out of this hideous laughter, which it does with a 19, but that is its turn. So it's slowly, you see, like it picks its jaw back up. And then all of its eyes at once turn to your fire pit. And that's its go. Velfie, you are now up.
Like uses one of its eye stalks to close its jaw.
Okay, so I am going to cast Healing Word at second level.
Okay.
And I'm going to do that towards Sheila. So that is second level or higher, 2d4. 3 plus 3, that's 6 points of damage, or 6 points of healing.
Ooh!
6 points of damage.
So 6 points of healing to Sheila.
Yeah, 6 points
I
of healing to
will
Sheila.
Take it. Thank you.
And then, I honestly don't know if I should move or not. Yeah, I think that'll be my turn for now.
Okay. With that, Sheila, you're up with the shadow on deck.
Okay, so the shadow right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to hit it with my crossbow.
With being that
no,
close,
it's too
it will
close for
be
crossbow.
at disadvantage. Anything
It will be,
ranged.
So, anything. Anything ranged. I'm gonna disengage.
Okay, that'll be a full action.
Full action, and I'm going to move right next to Velfie.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
And that is going to be my turn.
All right. It's going to, now that it's the shadow's turn, it's going to notice you leaving. And it's going to go to the person closest to it, who is Velfie, and it's going to try and attack you with a drain.
Ah,
But I don't think that's
why
actually
is it
going to work.
obsessed with us?
10? Does a 10 hit?
No.
10 does not. It tries to like get really close to your face, but it's almost like you knew it was coming and were able to kind of like slide out of the way while its face is going this way. But it just, you get a swipe of cold as it does. Like it's chilling, and you just hear these whispers coming from it. And it's almost like you can hear your parents for a second. And that's where its turn's going to end. And it is now Friedrich's turn.
Okay, well, Friedrich has not been successful in doing damage. But I think I saw it take damage from a different element earlier. So, you see Friedrich flick his wand out. Ice crystals start to form on the end of it as they shoot a ray of frost at this shadowy figure that's attacking Belfie.
Okay.
To hit. Does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
Okay, damage is just 1d8. 2 points of cold damage.
Cold does not look like it does as much, but it takes that little bit of damage. And you'll notice its holes cannot get put back together.
I see your holes.
So all these gaping wounds that you guys have given it are no longer closing. If it could be bloody, it would be extremely. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'm going to move slightly. Just going to move
Okay.
up here, just north of Velfie. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Ruin, you're up.
I'm going to move to the other side of this thing since it's engaged with Velfie.
Okay.
And since I'm going to go on the assumption that since my sword is technically magical, I should be able to slash it with my sword. So I'm gonna That's a yeah. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
Or my bardic inspiration. Does a 14 hit it?
Yes, it does. How would you like to do this?
I want to I'm gonna stab through it and then realize that it's kind of not really corporeal and almost end up poking Velfie in the nose with my sword. I'm like,
No.
oh, sorry,
Hey, whoa.
sorry.
Yo,
I'm walking here.
I'm walking here.
So as you shove that sword in its face, you're just gonna see these black pit voids just melt and turn into smoke and it is now gone. But is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I think I'm gonna move kind of because that was only 15 feet. I think I'm gonna move the rest of my movement back down this way.
Okay.
Get myself some distance from the thing. Even though I'm not afraid of it, I don't want to be close to it. So.
Hey. All
Don't blame you.
right. With that, it is now the thing in the woods' turn, and it hears a lot of commotion in that one area, and it is going to
Run away.
cast
gonna be
Fear
scared.
Ray
And run.
on Velfie. Velfie, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okie dokie.
Hard on him.
That is a 7.
You are now frightened of whatever's in the woods,
Oh.
Okay.
and you cannot willingly move closer.
Fair enough.
And that's going to be its turn. With that, Velfie, you are now up.
Okay. Well, in that case.
It laser fucked me, and Velfie's just scared of it. I don't blame you. It's fine.
I'm going to turn to Sheila and I'm going to ask her, how badly do you need healing?
I could use a healing hug.
A healing hug. Okay, cool. All right. Well, in that case, I will cast Cure Wounds on Sheila.
Okay.
So
My
that is
hero.
Where's my D8? That is 1 point. Oh, plus 3. That is 4.
I'll
4
take
is more
4.
than 0.
And since I cannot move, I don't really think there's anywhere for me to go. So that will be the end of my turn.
And you can make another save to get out of it at the end of your turn. So if you'd like
Oh.
to.
Okie dokie. I shall definitely try. That is a 19.
You're good. Yeah, you're good. You're not frightened of it anymore. It was almost like that
It's
one
frightened for a
little
little bit.
thing it did. You're so shaken up by the shadows. It was just like, oh gosh, something else. But you are now good, and it is Sheila's go.
Okay, so I am going to cast Witch Bolts.
Okay.
So Witch Bolt, oh no, that's only 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45.
There's a measuring tool you can use.
Oh, is it? Oh,
Yeah,
look at
there's
you,
like
you
right
guys-
under the T on the left.
Yeah.
You were
So 60-ish feet, give or take. Okay, so I'm going to precast
Oh, that's
Chaos Bolt at it, second level.
okay.
I lied. Chaos Bolt, second level. Let's roll this bitch. That's a 2.
A 2 does not hit. And with a 2, it definitely hears
Attack
you.
dice. A date. Well, that's my turn.
All right, that's your turn. Friedrich,
Do-
you were up
Come on,
with
man.
Ruin on deck.
Do we kind of get the idea at this point that hearing is the thing that's making it target things, or is it just
Give me a perception check.
that's a 16,
Yeah, you would have the
15,
idea that it can
15.
hear. And that's about it.
but it might not be able to see?
You'll with a 16, you'll notice it's following where it hears noises.
Okay.
Having seen it shoot several attacks, can I perceive where it is?
I'd say at this point, yeah.
Oh, at this point I know.
Yeah.
I can see it. Okay. Well, the only thing I've had luck with so far is frost. I'm exactly 60 feet from it.
Okay.
So I'm going to do it again. I flick the wand out, you see the crystals form, and I shoot a ray of frost at it.
Okay.
Does a 22
And
hit?
22 does hit. Roll your damage.
It's a 1. 1 point of frost damage.
All
It's
right.
It's like a little light breeze.
So yeah, it gets that little ting of cold, but it hears you say it, and its eyes are gonna go directly to you. Ruin, you're up. Or is there anything else you want to do?
Shit, there is a verbal part of that spell. Okay. Can I try to move quietly?
Give me a stealth check.
Can I move? What I'd like to move regardless is 20 feet
Okay.
to right here, and then I guess we'll see how quietly I can do it. You said stealth check?
Stealth check.
I'm gonna throw my bardic inspiration on top of that.
Okay.
7.
It rolled a nat 20, so its eyes are just following.
But I'm like,
You are getting tracked.
and I think I'm real smooth, and that'll be my turn.
All right,
You
Ruin,
like
you're
trip
up.
over a sleeping bag when you're sneaking by. I'm going to, because I am far enough away that I can just blast away at it. I'm going to blast away. That is, man. If only I still had that Hexblade's curse thing, but that's a 19 plus.
That hits.
6. So, 8, 12 damage.
Well, awesome.
Yep.
Its eyes are still directly glued to Friedrich right now, so it just takes that hit.
Does it look like it did like the amount of damage that it should, or does it look like it
What damage was that again?
force damage?
Yeah, okay, I thought so.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes the full amount. But it just
Okay.
watches Friedrich. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
I would. I would like to move
Okay.
over here.
Okay.
Maybe over here, so I'm not directly in front of one of the horses. I'm in the wrong thing. I told you
heard
how
that,
far
Jericho,
away I was moving.
and I
Um,
will kick your toe.
and I would like to. You can tell me if I need to do something for this, but I'd like to yell at it to kind of
Roll
Like,
persuasion.
try to pull its attention. Nine.
It doesn't take notice. It's glued to Friedrich right now. It rolled a
Okay.
10.
I kind of figured nothing was gonna.
Anything else you'd like to do?
That's my turn.
With that, it's going to shoot a ray. Ooh. It is going to shoot a shadow ray at Friedrich. Friedrich,
Uh-oh.
I need you to make a 14 a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's a saving throw?
It is a saving throw, Constitution.
Okay. Well. 10.
Would you like to use your inspiration?
I've already used
You've
it.
already used it. All
Already
right.
used that inspiration, bardic inspiration. I've lost all my temp HP. I am not inspired right now.
Oh.
You are going to take 29 cold damage as this purple and white beam aims directly at Friedrich, and you take 29 cold damage.
This beam hits Friedrich, and he crumbles to the ground.
No, 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 no. How do we get him up?
With that, it's Velfie's go.
Well, change of plans.
Well, shit.
I am going to go right next to the professor. And I will cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. So that is 2d8 What audio date? Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of healing.
9? Oh, thank you. I don't know if I should. I don't. I sort of wake up like, huh? And then I look around and sort of get an idea of what had happened, but I'm assuming I'm still down on the ground.
You would still be down on the ground unless Velfie gets you up. But is there anything else?
I can, yeah.
Thank you, my dear pupil.
I can help get him up as well.
Okay. So I will say that's a bonus action to help like get him up and everything. But is there anywhere else you'd like to go?
No, that will be my turn.
All right, Sheila, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Second level, my last second level spell.
Okay.
On the thing in the dark. So that's damn it, that's only 30 feet.
Yeah, he's
Joke's
a
on
Heidi
me.
boy.
You might have to get
Oh.
closer.
I don't wanna.
I didn't want to say it, but yeah.
I'm 60 feet away, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. If I go like over here in the trees, what's my movement? I think I only have 15 movement, though. That wouldn't work.
You should have 30.
Should have 30.
At least
Yeah.
at least 30.
Let's Witch Bolt this bitch.
Okay. Witch bolt it.
So I rolled a 5. What's that? Plus 6.
That is bardic
Hit.
inspiration.
You
Slash
have
DC.
Bart.
You get to roll a d6.
If I have Bardic Inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you should also have a spell attack modifier thing too.
Oh, you got a 5
Oh,
on the
I
die?
I got a 5 on the die, but I have a plus 6.
So that's
you'd
11.
be at-
So if I
11,
yeah.
roll on the AI, it's like my roll plus 6. So 5 plus 6, it's technically an 11.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think.
Okay. Did you
Spell
want to
attack
add
modifier.
Did you want to roll your bardic?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So do I just roll my d20 again?
With bardic inspiration, you'll roll a d6 and then add that to your 11.
So 5 or 11 plus 1. I have rolled a 12.
That does not hit, unfortunately. So
Damn
your
it.
witch bolt will go wide, and
Okay.
it hears this crackling like right next to its ear, and it's gonna turn its head to you as it hears this crackling. Anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to use my bonus action to use a sorcery point to gain an additional spell slot
Okay.
for second level. So I will use 3 sorcery points. Because what else am I using them for?
Anything else you'd like to do on your
Good.
turn?
Nope, that's everything.
Friedrich, you are up with Ruin on deck.
Fuck. I will run into the woods and strip off my clothing and live freely. No,
I will become one with the forest.
It's a
There's
frolic.
nothing wrong with getting naked.
Well, one, I'll turn to Velfie and say, thank you again, dear Velfie. And then I will try to... I'm going to try to sneak a bit closer to it.
Really
Because I
think we
want
should
to
get-
attack it.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
I think it's going to know where I am as soon as I attack it anyway, but... What I'm going to do... Well, let me look at the range on that. Let me measure something real quick. I'm technically within range now. But I'm going to try to move away from Velfie so I don't draw attention to her. And move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's my 30. Actually, I think I have 35 feet. No, I only have 30. Right there. And you said stealth check.
Yes, if you're trying to do this quiet.
Dirty 20.
Yep, you're good. It doesn't seem to notice you.
There's a verbal component to it, so I'm going to try to say it as quietly as I can, but I am going to cast Ray of Frost on it.
Roll to hit.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Damage of 5 points of cold damage.
Perfect. As you hit it, it's going to like it looks like it just kind of freezes over the very front bit, and it gains little icicles that are like on the tips of its rotting eyelashes. But its attention,
Eyelashes, cool. Okay.
its attention is on Sheila. Ruin, you're up, unless Preacher would like to do something else.
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Ruin,
My turn is over.
your go.
I'm going to. I think I'm going to move kind of up here just so we're spread out so it doesn't have one thing to.
Okay.
And continue trying to. Or blast away at it since I don't have to go closer. That would be a 16 to hit.
16 does hit.
Okay, we're gonna go. That is 6 damage.
Force damage, right?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, so it just takes on the hit, but it is still looking at Sheila. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to attempt again to try to draw its attention over to me.
All right.
If that's
Persuasion.
a thing that I can. Nope, not likely.
Tell me your number.
Unless 8.
Yes, it does. Its eyes are going to immediately
No.
come to you. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That's it.
All right. It's now looking directly at you, and it is going to hit you with a paralyzing ray. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Which die am I going to use? We're going to go ahead and use that inspiration that I haven't touched yet.
Okay.
That's a 20. What was the save?
14, so you were good. You were good.
Yeah, okay.
It's going to hit you with
18 on the
it,
die, but
and it just doesn't... It seems to just, like, fizzle out. And that's going to be its go. Belfie, you're up with Sheila on deck.
Okay. I am going to cast. Let me just double check. I'm not frightened anymore, right?
You're not
out of
frightened
that.
anymore.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery, and I'm going to say, let's see. You're as graceful as a clumsy oaf, stumbling about like a drunken fool in the meat hall.
Sick burn.
It fails.
Thank you. Sick. Okay, so he's going to take 2 points of psych damage.
Perfect. And it has disadvantage against you from now on, right?
until it's next
the next turn?
Until her next turn.
Yeah,
I
disadvantage in
believe.
the next. Yeah.
Perfect. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Dare I?
Hmm.
Huh.
It's
Huh.
It's currently really upset that it doesn't know what mead halls are.
Let's see. You know what? Okay, we're gonna move 30 feet.
Okay.
Where is that? Okay, so
Make a
that
stealth
is-
check, by the way.
Hold on. Is that 30 feet?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that was 30 feet. Okay. Stealth
That's either
check.
25 or 30.
Is a nat one?
Yeah, so when you
get it.
insult it, it takes like note of where you are, and as you're getting closer, those eyes that just look dead follow where Velfie goes.
Is it still looking pretty healthy?
It's looking pretty decent.
Okay.
It's not too bad. He's taking some hits, but it's tracking where Velfie is. Anything else you like to do on your turn?
That is it.
Sheila, you're up with Friedrich on deck.
I'm gonna do what I do, and I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt, 2nd level.
Cool. Roll to hit.
Okay, let's roll to hit. Natural 20!
All right.
How do I roll 2s to 20s? There's no in between.
Nice. Roll your damage and double the dice.
Okay, so my damage will be...
Or actually, it might just be easier to double
2d8.
the whole thing. Just double the whole thing.
That was a 3.
Okay. So 12
A
points.
total. Yeah, total of 6 doubled. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Ah,
12
the
of
more you
acid.
know.
We're learning. 12 of acid.
Thank you for learning with me, guys. I
That
appreciate it.
spell has a lot of math.
Yeah,
to
that's
it.
a lot of math on that
Yeah,
one.
that's a lot of.
Gosh.
There's a lot of levels to that spell.
It's a really cool spell, though.
That's
It's
woof.
chaos.
Yeah, I like it. But you did 12 points of acid damage. Let's go. So it's just going to slowly start to, like, corrode its skin away. It already looks like it's
guys.
rotting, but its eyes are
It's not
still
looking good.
trained on Velfi. Friedrich, you're up.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. I'm about 45 feet away. I think I measured it. Yep, I'm going to flick my wand out, and you will see. I don't remember if this does damage or not. I don't think I've done this on it yet. You will see the ghastly bell appear above its head and drop down onto it as I cast Toll the Dead, which is a wisdom save of 13.
Wisdom save of 13. It's going to fail.
So it takes. Is it missing any hit points?
Yes, it is.
So it takes 1d12 of necrotic, which will be 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
What does it look like when it does that?
It's hurt, but it's still standing.
But it looks like it hurt it,
It hurt it. And it's still standing.
but it's still standing, but it hurt it. Okay. Okay, let me just check something real quick. Okay. Does it notice me? Because that spell technically appears around it. It doesn't come from my direction.
Its eyes are trained on Velfi right now.
Okay. I'm going to scream.
Make a persuasion.
I'm gonna the orc half of me, a deep bellow to try to draw its attention. Natural 1 plus 2.
You cough, and its eyes are still trained on Velfi. Anything else you like to do?
Hey, you big jerk. I will end my turn there.
All right, with that, it's Ruin's turn with the thing on deck.
I am going to move kind of up here. Not quietly in the slightest. I'm just kind of almost intentionally trying to like hit a tree as I hit the tree as I go.
Roll persuasion.
13.
You manage while you're walking to grab its attention, and its eyes are going to shoot towards you.
And I'm going to attempt to Eldritch Blast it again.
Go for it.
I don't think that's a 12.
That does not hit. So your Eldritch Blast is going to go
That's-
wide.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, now it's its turn, and it is looking directly at you, and it is going to cast a paralyzing ray at you. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy! We're gonna use a different dice because that's on the floor now, and I don't. I'm not gonna grab it right this second. I am paralyzed.
All right, so you were
Oh.
completely incapacitated until you save out of it. And with that, it's its turn. It's going to slowly start to move back. It's going to move back 10 feet.
I'm going to attempt to find that die while you guys are taking your turn.
Velfie, it is your go.
Okay. So I am going to cast. I'm going to cast True Strike.
Okay.
So I will say, I'm going to point my finger in the direction of the thingy. I'm going to say, your defenses I see, your strength and weaknesses are clear to me. And I will cast True Strike. And then
Does he
I
have to
will
roll
be
anything on that?
moving.
Or no? I don't think he does. Does
No.
he? Okay.
No. That's just it. That just gives me advantage on my first attack roll.
Okay.
So,
Perfect.
I am going to move. I'm going to move right here.
Okay.
With you being so close, give me a stealth check.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
15.
It has no
What's that?
idea you're there.
Okay, cool.
It
That was
is-
going to be 17.
Still looking in Ruin's direction. Anything else you'd like to do?
All right. That will be the end of my turn.
Perfect. Sheila, you're up. Friedrich, you're on deck.
Oh, sorry. I would like to move right there
Okay.
and cast acid splash on it.
All right. Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. That's a 13.
That does not hit.
Son of a biscuit.
Did you add that +6 to it? Because that
No.
should be that's a spell attack.
Is that it? Doesn't have the +6 by it.
Doesn't?
No.
It
Oh,
does
okay.
not.
Is my spells that have the +6 like have that option to add it?
Oh, acid splash.
Oh, okay.
I have to
Yeah.
roll.
It's the saving
Yes.
throw.
You
Yeah.
have to do a saving throw of
Oh.
dexterity,
It makes
which
it
is 14.
with an 18. So that does not hit. Anything else you like to do on your turn? It's just its eyes
Stay
are
hidden
on
in the
Ruin.
trees.
Okay, stay hidden.
Stay at the trace.
Friedrich, you're up.
Look at the wand. You see another ghostly bell appear above its head.
Okay.
Wisdom save of 13.
Okay. It fails.
So it's going to take 1d12 of necrotic damage. That will be 12 necrotic damage. There we
Nice.
go.
12 bong
As-
damage.
As the bell crashes down onto it and shatters into ghostly pieces.
Does it make any noise?
It says the sound of a bell fills the air around it. Where's it at? The sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around it for a moment.
With it being so loud, it's going to disorient it. And it's going to take a little bit more damage than you thought.
Okay, that's cool. I like it.
And it's
I like it.
It's looking a little rough right now. It's looking a little rough. With that, is there anything else you'd like to do?
It's disoriented. Can I tell who it's targeting still?
Its eyes are going with that big old ding of a bell. Its eyes are kind of going all over the place, so you cannot tell where it's focusing.
Okay,
It's
I'm not going to mess with it then.
All of its
That'll
eyes are
end
going
my
different
turn.
directions.
That'll end my turn.
Ruin, you're up.
I'm going to attempt to not be paralyzed anymore. That is a natural 19.
Yeah, you're out.
So is it my whole turn to become unparalyzed?
It would be because it would be at the end of your turn.
Okay. Then I am now not paralyzed. I'm like, oh God, Professor, I know how that's awkward.
All right. It is going to... I rolled a chaos die for this. It's actually going to just randomly fire a ray in Velfie's direction at disadvantage. And at disadvantage, that is a 17 plus 4 to hit. That hit?
Yeah.
And it's going to hit you with an innervation ray. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okie dokie.
I love the politeness of 17 plus 4. Does that hit? We are spongy.
17. I got an 18.
You got an 18, so you will take half as much damage as you would have normally.
Okay.
And that is going to be 16 damage.
The amount of dice I just saw rolled on her screen it was like like a bunch of pebbles.
So 16 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And it's going to move north. And you would get an opportunity of attack on it since you're so close.
Yeah.
Whack it.
Okay, so hold on, I'm updating my sheet here. Oh, jeez. Okay. Opportunity of attack. I attack with my rapier.
Okay.
So that is a 14 plus 4.
That
That's an
hits.
18.
That hits. Roll damage.
Sick. And then that is 1d8. 8 plus 2, 8, 9.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, it's not looking the best. It's not looking the best. It's starting to kind of like little bits of it. One tentacle has fallen off and its eye is just kind of like flopping on the ground. Very awkwardly. It's not looking very good. But it's still hanging in there. It's still hanging in there. If it could bleed, it would be pretty bloody. But with that, Velfie, you are up.
Okay. Sick.
Girl.
So I am going to move right here. And I will yet again attack with my rapier, but with advantage because I cast True Strike. Sure.
Ooh.
A 19
That
plus
hits.
4.
That hits. Let's go. Roll damage.
Alrighty. And then that is going to be 5, 6, 7 points of damage.
Awesome. All right. So he takes that 7 points of damage and you slice off another tentacle as you go and use your rapier and it's slung somewhere off to the left. Is there anything else you like to do with your turn?
As I attack, I'm gonna say, stop hitting my friend!
And it's going to whip around and you see this eye in front of it staring directly at you. It's very hazy. Very hazy. And you've read about these things before. And you know that this is a beholder. But something's wrong with it. Something's not right. And it almost emanates this cold as you look dead into this eye that looks like it's glazed, cataracts, the whole 9 yards. And with that, Sheila, you're up.
All right. I'm going to stay where I'm at for the moment. And I'm going to cast Firebolt at it, which has 120 feet, which should reach. So I'm going to roll on D&D Beyond because that's absolutely amazing. So that was a 7 plus 6, 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
That does not hit.
That does not hit. You're close, but it doesn't hit.
Son of a biscuit. Okay, I'm going to stay where I'm at, and I don't have any bonus moves to take.
Okay. All right, with that, Friedrich, you're up.
I'm just within range, but I am going to move towards it because it seems like we have it routed at this point. So I'm going to move about 15, 20. Right back here behind Velfie.
Okay.
Flick the wand out again. You see the bell appear again because it appears to be very effective. This bell, so it's a 13 wisdom save against Toll the Dead.
I got an 18 on the die.
That succeeds and it has no effect.
All right, so this bell does not ring its clock this time. With that, Ruin, you're up.
So I am where I was paralyzed. I'm prone, right?
No, it does not say that. It just says you're incapacitated and you cannot move or talk.
Well, in that case, I'm going to move my whole 30 feet. So it was right in there, would do 30.
Okay.
And then Gotta measure again, because brain. Shoot, I can't get behind it. I'm going to Misty Step right up next to it.
Okay.
And I'm in the trees, but if anyone can, like, see it, Ruin just kind of, it looks like he steps forward and just, like, disappears for a second. It's like he stepped through a door, but there's no, like, door, and pops right up right next to it, and I'm going to attack it with my sword. The sword, I believe that's a doing basic math. I think that's a 17. Yes, 17 to hit.
That hits.
And that is a D8. What is it? 7 damage.
7 damage. Awesome. It looks real bad. Like, one more hit and it's probably out for the count. It looks rough.
I would say that I'm, like, intentionally making noise.
It does not move. Its pupil and eye is, like, directly looking at Velfie.
Okay.
And with that, it is now its go. It is going to go for Velfie. And it's going to try to hit you with a fear ray. I need a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
No, not Constitution. Wisdom. I'm sorry. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom. Okay. That is a 6.
That you fail. You are now frightened of it. And if you try to attack it, it will be at disadvantage. But that is its go, and it's just going to stare directly at you. And now it's your go.
Kill it, queen.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to attack it with my rapier again.
Okay. Attack at disadvantage.
So that's at disadvantage.
But you do have inspiration. So you could technically cancel it out.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to cancel it out.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Sick. That is a 4.
Yikes.
A 4 does not hit. With your inspiration, I was gonna say it was a
With your
disadvantage and
attack
it
bonus
canceled.
and everything?
Yeah. Was it a nat 1?
No, it was a 4.
Okay.
Oh,
Sorry,
on die.
plus 4 would be 8. So.
Oh, it would have been 8. Okay. So with that, it does miss, and it's just glaring right at you as you swing, and like, since you are frightened, it just goes up the wrong way. But it is just glaring right at you. And with that, Sheila, you are up.
Okay, I'm gonna cast a level 1 Chaos Bolt.
Okay.
So, rolled a hit. I rolled... Fuck me in half. I rolled a 13. Yes.
That misses.
Yep.
So it just goes wide. Is there anything else you do with your turn?
No.
That means Friedrich,
I
you are
headbutt
up.
it.
I'm gonna drop the bell one more time.
Drop it.
Let's see if we can finish it off. Wisdom save of 13.
It fails.
It fails. It takes 8 points of necrotic damage.
How would you like to do this?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Those
Mm.
sticks.
Well, I guess I just want the bell to crash down on it and sort of like crush it to the ground. Yeah, I had an idea, but I don't want to do anything too weird. Yeah, let's just do that. It's this big crushed.
The bell. Velfie, you'll see like this very haunting, like cathedral bell right above this beholder, and it's almost like it's the perfect width of it as it comes crashing down, and you just hear a dong, and you'll actually, as the bell is coming down onto the beholder, its eye's gonna pop out and actually hit you.
Behold!
Behold the beholder! And as it goes down, like you're just gonna see this rot just seep underneath the bell and into the ground. And that's it. It's gone.
While that's happening, can I grab one of the crystals, say Heftheim, and try to get the circle back up?
Yeah, so combat is now over. So you can't do that. You can rush to go put it up.
So would I recognize that it's a beholder? Would I know what a beholder is?
Give me a history check.
From Oh God. Nope.
No, you're not quite sure.
7.
This might be the first time you've seen one.
Nope. It might be or it might not be. I don't know.
No. But Velfi,
That thing's gross.
the eyeball that hit you just turns into ash.
Oh. This is very interesting. I've read about... So this was a beholder, by the way. I've read about beholders. They don't turn to ash when they die. This is something different.
And as you're saying that, you still start to hear whispers.
Let's get into the. Are we?
Yeah.
Would we be back in the dome?
Yeah, let's get.
You guys got to get it back up.
Yeah. Let's get it back up.
I'm gonna go grab mine. Heftheim.
Yes. Run back over to my crystal. Place it down. Say Heftheim.
They're crackling in the woods.
And I would. Well, I know Sheila said she grabbed one of them, which would be mine. Would be the only one left over.
Sorry.
So
Just like
I
smashed
don't-
it.
All right, so
The crystals aren't like stuck to a single person, are they?
No.
Like if somebody else. Okay.
no, so when you guys get this set up, you say the safe word. The sphere comes back. It's a little smaller than it used to be.
I guess we're cuddling again.
And Sheila, you have the pieces of your crystal, right? Just in case it can be salvaged in some way.
Don't. No, it shattered. I think it's gone.
You're more than welcome to try to find it.
Can we look for it? I'll help look.
Give a perception check.
I will also assist in the
14.
I'll
Perceiving.
help as well. Why not?
I rolled a natty 1.
Well, 13, 14.
14 from the good doctor as well.
And what did you get, Ruin? Okay. With a 14, y'all could see where it was, where the original crystal was. And it's just like a black spot of poof.
Ooh.
Like it was like burnt up.
Yeah.
I don't think your crystal's here anymore.
Emulsified.
Like when
I
it
think
cracked,
it's
it got
gone.
hot and just melted the whole thing.
Looks like we're going to be spooning for the rest of this trip.
Maybe Vanna has some more. I'm sure they have more. But it's an ill omen.
Not a good thing. But then again, like I also did this to myself. Remember, I thought I knew the riddle, and I fucking didn't.
It can't be the first time a group from the
I know.
Order has run into this. So
It's not like I lost my pin, so
Good point.
I don't know who did that in the previous one, but y'all did.
Give me a history check.
Okay.
And
I
watch
rolled a
out.
9.
You don't remember.
I don't know. Okay.
With that, the scaries have gone away. You've taken care of them. Is there anything else you'd like to do before you settle down for the night?
Take some
I-
ibuprofen.
how's everyone doing?
I could use a rest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rest would be-
same.
I mean, physically, I'm just fine. I just got paralyzed and afraid, and
Your nerves
It was
are
a
really shot.
harrowing experience, was
yeah,
it not?
yeah.
Don't worry, Ruin. We wouldn't want to keep you from your beauty sleep. I
I
can
did-
take
well-
the second nights or the shift. I think this would be second shift.
When did that happen? in the middle of
I don't
our-
think we
We hadn't
started
started
Y'all
yet.
hadn't
had we?
started.
No, we
yeah.
had-
No, it happened as soon as the.
I was gonna
Thumbs
say
up.
I'm a bit too amped up, and I'd like to actually just sort of stand at the edge of the sphere and look out and see what I can see. So I guess by default, I'll take first watch.
All right.
I did like take kind of note that the force damage seemed to work well on the shade type things and the gross, the icky beholder thingy. Just as a
Yeah, I just had this
and
gut feeling
and-
that like it's not individual things we're fighting. It's almost like the environment, and it's like it knows when we're vulnerable. Just this sort of odd feeling Friedrich's getting.
it's like we're being watched.
It's like it's like a collective mind in some way, like not a bunch of enemies attacking us, but like the world or whatever it is out here. I have nothing to back it up. It's just an odd feeling.
PVE.
Literally E. Yeah.
The Friedrich, you're on first watch. Everybody else is going to sleep.
Sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
Friedrich, give me a perception
Awakening.
check.
13.
13. All right. Before we go to there, Belfie, as you're falling asleep, you actually start to have a dream for the first time. And it's of two people you remember quite well. And they're in wherever you grew up in, your home. Almost like your perception is a little shorter as well, like you're a lot younger. And you're seeing through almost like a crack of a door. And you just hear them whispering to each other. Something's not right. We need to start looking at options. Well, what other option do you think we're supposed to do? We're in this now. We can't just leave. Where else are we gonna go? To figure something out, we need to. And that's where we're gonna pick up next week.
Damn it.